Hey everyone,
Danielita,
Nicolito, how are you?
¿cómo estás? How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Muy bien, muchas gracias.
How is
Everyone going?
going? Yeah, how's everyone going?
I'm going good.
Mm-hmm.
And
Going steady.
what?
Going steady.
Going steady? That would be you and me. We're going steady.
We are.
For and we are 12, I guess. I don't know.
Why
I don't
is
know.
it like a super young?
Yeah, I don't know if people say we're going steady anymore.
No.
No. No. I'm sure like very um people with a big heart and very pure, people that are very pure of heart. They say we're going steady, but
What's your joke? Because I don't get it. I know you're laughing.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking of, if I was in school, like in fourth grade, and I was in church, and I was telling my friend that I was going steady with somebody. So, yeah. But it sounds nice. I think we're beyond going steady. I think we are,
Solid. Rock solid.
yeah, I mean, we are effectively partners. So,
We are.
yeah, so it's a bit more than that, I would say.
Steadier than steady.
Yeah,
That's how we're going.
yeah, that's not even like a thing, but yes. Yeah.
Now it's a thing.
So, Danielita,
Tell me.
so we're going to do something today that's very formal, like a formal construction, I would feel. Well, let me stop myself. As formal as I can be, as structured as I can be, but I think it's a really good way of seeing how we can take advantage of the more kind of classical academic side of the Zorn palette. I think yesterday we took advantage of a super expressive side of the Zorn palette. Today we can try to shift it towards what I think is like a beautiful aspect of that palette too, which is a very, very kind of like strong classical side. And the cool thing is you usually kind of see the Zorn palette. I mean, it could adapt to anything, but you usually see it in under natural light, like a very, very, very academic sort of modeling of form. But like I said, it could be used for absolutely anything. But we're going to use it today for sunlight, and because we have what is essentially, yes, an earth yellow, but it can be a very rich yellow with the yellow ochre. I'm using, by the way, just to clarify, I'm using yellow ochre pale. Since I introduced the raw sienna, which I'm not going to use today, I've been using yellow ochre pale, Winsor Newton yellow ochre pale. But because we have that yellow ochre pale and we have that accent of saturation with that cad red, then we can do a lot to speak about saturation, especially within those hues. And obviously those hues accommodate really well if you're trying to speak about the brightness of direct sunlight. And it doesn't have to do with lightness. That's why I'm choosing my words well. It has to do with brightness, which has to do, yes, with a lighter value, but more importantly, higher saturation too. So we're going to try to do that, and we're not going to be super loose from the beginning. I'm thinking that we could do an underdrawing, a quote-unquote underpainting. So maybe we put some liquid there just to do a very quick kind of, massy underpainting. Massy? I don't know if that even exists.
No, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're going to push we're going to try to emphasize massive light, massive shadow, and just make those two feel like one, regardless of, where light is kind of flowing through. And then we can put some color. So it's going to be a kind of structured painting. Let's try to do that because I haven't done that in a while, I feel.
Yeah, and
I think I just go for it.
Yeah, and not in a live stream, because sometimes when you
No.
paint apart from that,
Yeah.
you do
Yeah.
another painting and
Yeah, that's what I did for the painting that for the
The-
visual conversation.
I thought of the torso also. The
Also.
one
Yeah, the one that and I ended up changing proportion and it has a big head. I'm trying to see if I want to do something with that head just to make it smaller but kind of looser, and just put a few touches and then make like an interesting painting out of that. But yeah, but that one's like in the oven right now. That one I don't have immediate plans of like going back to that painting, but I think it's like whenever I see it, I'm like, oh, I need to sort of culminate this.
Yeah, and also the other torso, the one that Andres bought.
Yeah. That one's very nice.
And that one had an underpainting too.
Yeah. So, so for the painting that I'm doing for our visual correspondence, I mean, it's fine that I'm doing a painting. I don't think that's a spoiler.
Thought it was a sculpture.
Oh, never again.
Never again.
Well, I mean, I've done sculptures, not for visual correspondence,
but they're good.
I wish. I mean,
when
when I'm 60, I would love to, if I'm in a cabin and with good internet, and I'm 60 years old, 65, and I have enough money to retire,
I'll be there, helping you edit the
no, I don't
want.
I don't want to do live videos when I'm 65.
Why not?
What's that?
Why not?
I think,
because we have a cool community here. And
if they're invited to the cabin. They're invited to the cabin.
Well, we'll do cabin
Sundays.
Cabin.
We'll do cabin Sundays. No, I probably want to be by myself or with you.
Okay.
But by myself, just kind of, doing my little sculptures, painting little things.
So I'm not invited.
What's that? Only on Sundays.
I don't like that. Take your cabin and go.
Oh, Take your cabin and go.
Go. Yeah.
So let's start our drawing, and I'm gonna try to be somewhat structured. Let's see if I can do this well enough. To see if I can be disciplined enough. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Like, let's not go overboard. But let's see if we can do this. Somewhat structured in a somewhat organized manner.
So let's see. Hey everyone. Anam Qureshi said, "What a great photo. Would love to paint that." Oh, you're
invited to look at that.
Us.
You could take a screenshot and you could paint alongside us if you want, Danny. I mean, I could say this because it's the photo of Danny, and if she's okay with it, that's totally fine.
Well, if we're sharing it, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, there we go.
Yagmur said, reference photo looks so good. Are you guys able to share it? So it's going to be available in the screen all the time.
Could you make it a
Yeah.
little bit bigger for 30 seconds, just so people can take a screenshot or, just a little bit bigger.
So,
well, as big as you
fine.
think it, if you're comfortable with it.
So, I think it's super big there. You can take a good screenshot of it if you want to paint it. And that's it.
I love that.
No, because they just need a second to make the screenshot.
2 seconds.
No, because I'm covering all the palette, so.
Oh, it's okay. We're not painting.
Okay, so just a tiny bit more.
Leave it for a minute. If you're okay with it, if you don't feel comfortable looking at your face that big,
well, it's
you can take
big,
it out.
But no, I'm fine. So let's see. Hi, Liad. Hola, Juan Fesit, que dice que está haciendo mucho frío hoy. Sí, hoy está horrible el día. Yo estaba hablando ahorita antes de empezar que he tenido frío todo el día. Hi, Marcelo. Hi, Wishlist011. Hi, The Amazing Von. Perica, Alejandro. Catherine. Hola, Margo. Hola, Iván. Hi, Irs Krakow.
Got a lot of people starting
Hola,
today.
Jesús de la Osa. Yeah. So, it's super cool to see a lot of people since the beginning of the stream. Happy to have you all. Felices de tener a tanta gente desde el principio de la transmisión. Muy chévere. Nos alegra mucho. A mí me alegra mucho ver los comentarios de la gente. Saber que están aquí con nosotros. Gabriel Pozo dice, hola, ¿cómo están? Hola, Gabriel, muy bien.
Hola, Gabriel.
Gracias. Alejandro Morales was saying, how do you actually quote other people in the chat? So you have to put the arroba, and the name. And when you start typing the name, it would appear like a list of names of the people that are online in the chat. So that's how you can tag someone. Oh, Leah had answered that. So I think we're good with the huge reference. Let's go back.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was a long time. Yeah.
No, because I'm fine with it. The thing is that for you to be able to take a screenshot, you just need like a second.
Yeah, no. But I was thinking of new people that were just logging in so that they could do that.
Yeah.
But first and foremost is that you feel comfortable with it.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. If maybe we have a photo that I'm comfortable with you painting, but I'm not comfortable sharing, of course I would let you know so we don't have to post the reference photo.
That's perfect.
So, and also if maybe you want to paint this painting or whatever you're doing right now, you can use the hashtag or painted lives. Because I really like to see.
Si quieres,
puedes
ajustar, Lindita. Hola, mi Samu.
Hola,
Samu. So I chose like a somewhat smaller size because I want to have as much as I can of the like turtleneck, which will give me like my darkest value. And this strand of hair is really nice too. And this little bit here, and this little bit here. So I could have gone a little bit bigger, but I want to have a lot of areas in my painting, and I think that that's important because when taking advantage of the Zorn palette, I feel that the more areas that you have that are different, the better. Because it makes you really push the palette. If you only see something that's like orange and then something that's green, you'll kind of explore like a tiny little aspect of the palette. But if you see a lot of like different instances of that image that where they're going to allow you to make like a different reflection, different enough from like other areas, then you're going to start trying to take advantage of what the palette has to offer. So
mi mamá dice, hola chicos, maravillosos
Cholibrín.
Como siempre. Hola mi cholis.
Cholibrín.
¿Estás con el chompe?
Mañanero de la mañana.
¿Y estás con Chompi G? Porque mi mamá me dice que Chompi siempre ve los videos con ella.
Ah, ¿verdad? Que lo querías
que
saludar.
Que quiere escribir. Entonces, si mi Chompiringuis está por ahí, déjenme saber para que le demos un saludito.
Por ahí, Ringuis.
A mi Chompi G. Wishlist 011 said, I'm a dinosaur. I don't know how to take screenshots. Oh, but maybe you can pause the video. Well, maybe afterwards, if you want the reference, you can pause the video and see the image.
Or, I mean, you could open 2 different windows in your computer.
Yeah,
and have like one video going, and then you start the other video and then pause it.
Yeah.
And if you do Control Plus, you can zoom in on your screen, or like Command Plus, you can zoom in, so you can make it big. But it's usually like if you have a Mac, it has what was it?
I think it's Command Shift 4.
Command Shift 5 or 4?
4.
Yeah.
And
one
you
is
can
like
make the square.
One is for the whole screenshot.
I think that's 5 because I always do 4 and I select
and then you can
the
select
part.
it.
Yeah.
And if you have Windows, yeah, you can just put print screen on your keyboard.
Imperpant, because that's in Spanish.
Imperpante, imprimir pantalla. So print screen in your keyboard But then you have to open it somewhere. But you could open it in Word. You could open it in Photoshop. You could probably open it in Paint, I guess.
Yeah, because a long time ago I used Paint for that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's tons of artists today that use Paint.
I like Paint.
It
was fun.
Used it when when we had our first computer, our first like Windows computer, but I was never like super good at it. But even nowadays, you see people doing like bitmap art, like 8-bit art. They're amazing.
I think I've shown you the there's a man like I think it's called like Granddad Paint, something like that.
Oh, I think I remember.
You.
Yeah, a long time ago you showed me that.
That's so cool. No, Paint Yogurt? What's that?
Paint Yogurt? What are you
like
searching for?
No, because I put Grandpa Paint and it says Paint Yogurt and it's a meme. I mean, there's like 1,000 images like that. No.
Of people painting yogurt?
No, look, it's this. I've never seen it before, but...
Let me see. Oh, no.
No.
Oh, he thought the paint was yogurt and he ate paint.
No.
Wow.
So it says, this is my grandpa. Every day he eats a quart of paint and now they're discontinuing his favorite flavor. If you know where I can find it in bulk before they disappear.
Okay, that's a joke. That's already a bad joke, but...
I'm
sure this is something else. I'm sure this is all like...
So my grandpa ate half a quart of paint today thinking it
was
yogurt.
No. I don't think it's real.
No, me neither. No, but that's not what I was trying to look for. Yes, it's this one.
What's it called again?
Hal Lasko. HALLASKO. And it was an article. This is an article from 2013.
Nice.
And he was 98 years old.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it says, this 98-year-old man spent 13 years creating remarkable art in MS Paint. Pixel Painter. That was the name I found it with. Yeah, the Pixel Painter. I found it in Vimeo. Vimeo, maybe?
Vimeo, yeah.
Yeah. Now I go Pixel Painter and there's a game called Pixel Painter now.
You're going down a rabbit hole. I think you're like 2 clicks away from buying like a inflatable mattress.
But it was so cute. Look, it's this. Remember?
Yeah, I mean that's better than those. So much better than those Damien Hirst tree paintings, those cherry blossom paintings.
Catherine said Command Shift 3 is entire screen and Command Shift 4 is for a selection.
There we go.
Yeah. For Mac.
Yeah, I didn't remember because I had my iMac, but I haven't used an iMac for quite some time now, so I forgot.
No, I remember it's 4, but I don't know if this happens to you too.
What's that?
But like I have tactile memory. Like if I go to my computer, I know which buttons I have to press.
Yeah,
but maybe if I think about the name of the buttons, I forget.
No. You're
that happens sometimes in Photoshop also.
Or it happens with like video games.
Yeah.
A lot.
And editing.
That you haven't touched the video game for a while and then you're like, I don't know, but my fingers remember how to play this.
That's what I tried to say with tactile memory. But that happens a lot when I am editing videos.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you ask me how to do X thing, I can't tell you, but I can show you.
Okay.
So, Berika said, I just posted the screenshot on reference share channel of the Discord for Wishlist 011. Oh, that's so
look
nice.
at that. Thank you so much.
Amazing Discord community, which I have to be part as soon as I measure our deposit.
Yeah. So be careful, 2024. Danny's coming to Discord.
No, maybe today I can go and measure it.
Yeah, you're not going to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Hi Roslyn.
Hey, Rosalind.
I'm sorry. Hi Ro Ross, and Ro Rob. So
they're
hi
both
Ro
there?
Rose. No.
Oh, no, you can't say
Just-
Roro if
No,
they're
because I
both
said Ro
of them.
Ross,
No, that's not
not
how it
Ro
works.
Rob.
No.
Okay, so hi Ro, without the other Ro. Hi Paston. Hi Marciel. Catherine was saying, I love the drawing already. Danny, it's you yet.
Oh, yeah, but we're going to ruin it in like a second. Don't worry.
But it feels super me. I love it.
Yeah. I haven't tried to drawing you from my head, but I think I could.
I think you...
Yeah, I think I could. I could do a pretty good job, I feel.
I don't know why I feel that's a super hard task for me.
Your nose is way too specific, though. Like, your nose would be tough, I feel. Because it breaks in so many little planes, but I kind of know it. I kind of know the planes.
Yeah.
And I kind of know how your mouth turns and the character of your lower lip. Like, you have this little kind of pout in your lower lip. But there are a few things that are, like, way too specific. Way too specific to... that, I mean, I have in my brain... I have in my sensibility, but I don't know if I can access them, like just by visual memory.
Yeah, but I think if we try, like you draw me without seeing me and I draw you without seeing you, yours would be more accurate. Because I think that's you.
Yeah. It's like a little coconut.
Because I think I don't have like that visual memory. Like, of course I know how you are, but I don't know if I can draw it accurately. You look like it looks like a moon with lips.
Like a coconut. It's a hairy little coconut.
It's like a moon with moons, like eye moons.
With one little...
moon eyes, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And big lips.
Yeah, no, but that's
yeah,
not...
no.
No, that's not what we were going for.
It looks like... That's what, the shadow?
No, I thought I would do like a little strip of coconut that you could take out.
No, it looks like the shadow. But like a massive shadow.
Coconut water. It's terrible. You're looking down. You're literally looking down.
Yeah, like, ugh.
Like, oh my God.
Oh, stop it.
This is the guy I'm going to go move into a cabin with.
Yeah. Well, if he wants me, because if he wants me just Sundays.
Sunday.
No, then.
Oh, come on. It's fun. One day. Cabin
Sunday
day.
fun day? No, thank you.
Sunday cabin day.
No, it's all the way or nothing. So, I'm sorry. Undines said, hello. Hi, Undines. How are you? Krakau was saying, beautiful underdrawing.
We're going to ruin it, so...
I think they were referring to the coconut.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that one kicks ass. Yeah.
Leslie Cavazos Garduño said, looks like a talking orange. Haha.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's so annoying.
It was the annoying orange, was it?
I forget.
Annoying orange?
Oh, I remember the first time I saw it. Or I think it's the first time... I think
Yeah,
I was watching
annoying
videos
orange.
with Samu when he was young, when he was really young. And that thing... And Samu liked it, I remember. Samu was born to like memes. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like. Look.
Yeah. Sad.
You look like the annoying orange.
I
I think
became-
that's the worst comparison. Like, I was going to say compliment, but of course it's not
thank
a
you.
compliment. It's like the best, the worst
What?
thing.
Oh my God, you're
someone
floundering
can
there. Let's leave it at that.
Wishlist 011
Yeah.
was saying, asking about impact yesterday. I was thinking of my own work, lacking impact without strong tonal contrast. It's as if I'm missing an alternative to that others no, an alternative that others can manage. Color slash temperature contrast.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
Okay. Yeah, I remember this conversation. Yeah, maybe. I mean, you don't always have to have it like an alternative. I mean, your work can be about those things. Do you have in your mind Jeremy Miranda's work? Jeremy Miranda.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
Yeah, but do you have have you seen what he's been doing for like last couple of months? No? Like on his Instagram? No? They're like these smaller paintings. They're usually there's usually like an inside outside, but they're like all about temperature. All of them. Mm-hmm. All of them. They're all about contrast. Yeah.
I love this.
Contrast and temperature. Like that's it. So it's not that. Don't think about it as you're missing something. Think about it as, what do you want to say? Like, what do you want your painting to be about? And then work on that. So it's not so much missing something. It's like just saying, what do I want to speak about? And let your painting be that. It's not really, I know I'm trying to make it sound more like simpler than what it probably is. But the thing is, it's not super complicated also. Because it shouldn't be. It should never be. Like when you're painting something, it has to be about, one thing. And what is that one thing that you want your painting to be about? I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be exclusively about one thing. But in the sense that you could think, Rembrandt was painting light, or Caravaggio was painting the traveling of light, the traversal of light. You can kind of imagine your painting about being, about one thing. Like there's this little, North Star that is showing you the way. And you can say, for example, today we're going to do it about temperature. It's going to be contrast by temperature. So, and the fun thing is we're going to try to get to it by working with a palette that's not quite designed to do that, but it very much so has the ability to speak about those things. So
Leslie Cavazos was saying not a fan either of the annoying orange. Ha ha ha.
No.
Sorry, ha ha ha. It's meant as a compliment.
Oh, no. We're making fun. Don't worry.
Lied was saying, Danny, they say the absence makes the heart grow fonder. Yeah, but I mean, if I'm going to go live with my partner in a cabin and I only get to see him on Sundays?
It's Magic Sundays.
No.
I mean, they're gonna feel so special.
No, you can have
so
a picture
special.
of me and remember me every Sunday, because I couldn't handle just being there on Sundays. I'm sorry. Sorry, but no thank you. But we can go to a cabin. And I can be the annoying orange on your studio.
This is sounding wonderful now. This cabin? Where do I sign up for that?
No, but joke apart, I think we could handle living in a
Oh, we're joking, by the way.
cabin
Yeah, we're
together.
joking.
No.
Of course we can.
I think we really can.
I think we could. Good internet, I feel.
No, and
Good internet, like somewhere to buy like groceries somewhat close by.
Maybe we can play.
I mean, in 25 years, I'm sure. Well, no, I don't know. They're either going to be drones, like just, everything is going to be delivered by drones, or we're going to be like hunting, with like spears. So it's one or the other.
As soon as we have a PlayStation and we can play, and
as long as we
you can paint and I can paint and sculpt, and we would,
it'd be fun.
that would be amazing. Yeah.
So I'm using liquid for my underpainting. My underpainting doesn't have to match exactly my values, like 1-to-1, but I can start to speak about massive light, massive shadow. I'm realizing I didn't do a good job cleaning my palette because I was painting this morning.
Does it have like residue?
Oh yeah, for sure. So it's This should be
Crumpy.
transparent, but it's like super milky. But it doesn't matter. Let's do it with this.
Silver Ann was saying, my art professors claim painting is obsolete, and actively discourage us from pursuing it.
Okay.
I'm so grateful for your channel. You are what keeps me and the rest of my friends going. And heart emoji.
Well, your art professors are... Well, we're not going to speak ill of your art professors. I'm sure they have, like, good qualities. But there is no... Like, there's no point in saying that you shouldn't paint. It doesn't make sense. So look at our beautiful drawing, how it's disappearing. Like, I can see faintly some of my lines here, but I don't care. Like, those were there just to guide me, but not really to be super, super followed. Where do you study? What? Who was
Silver Ann?
Silver Ann?
Yeah.
So, Silver Ann, where are you studying?
Yeah. And do you want to become a painter?
Because my art teacher in school, when I was like in high school, he told me that I was terrible, and that, I think I've said this before, but that I was going to end up doing CD covers as my job.
Which is not something bad.
And I thought that was super cool.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that was not a diss at all. Thank you. Because at the time, doing like a cool CD cover was super, super cool.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think it's so sad when people are like narrow-minded, maybe.
Yeah.
With the different art expressions. I don't know how to call it, but like the different art mediums that you have. I think that's super sad, because that happens a lot with people that are like, oh no, painting is outdated. But there's also people that are like, no, just painting is art. Like, none of the new things or like digital things, that's not art. And I think both ideas are like sad, because I think you limit yourself a lot when you think like that.
Yeah, they're both equally as
narrow-minded.
Yeah,
because I don't
they
know
just
what
build parameters, like these invisible parameters that you don't
Yeah.
really need. So
Yeah. LO or
Mhm.
low was saying, these streams are very cozy. Also, I have a question.
Yes.
How do you figure out the shape of the face? I always end up drawing the face smaller than it should be compared to the eyes, lips, etc.
Oh, so that's one of the coolest things about art, which is kind of getting used to the idea of the part and the whole. And this is not easy, by the way. So the fact that I'm, describing it to you doesn't mean that it's an easy task. So what that means is, like, you can have this shape figured out, and then when you try to break it into smaller shapes, which is like a natural way of doing things. Let's not say that it's for everyone, but our brains kind of work that way. We kind of see like a big picture, and then we hone in. So the very difficult part in doing that is trying to maintain the balance that you understand or that you conceive in the wholeness when trying to depict the part, when trying to break it down and identify the parts that make up that whole. So what usually happens is that we kind of have a firm grasp on the wholeness of something, but then as soon as we start to hone our vision in, we lose sight of what we had learned when we were observing the whole. So painting, drawing, they're all just like a balancing act, really. It's almost like you have to juggle like tons of variables, and you're throwing a bunch of balls up in the air, and you have to keep them in the air. And your mind has to kind of train to remember what the whole is telling you, when every time you try to paint a small part. Every single time you paint a small part, your mind has to kind of like step back and look at the whole every single time. So you have to train your mind to do that every single time. It's almost like you remember Grover in like Sesame Street, how he would go near, far. So you have to go super close, but your mind has to also, after going super close, it has to go far. And then it has to see how the small decision that you made has impacted the bigger decisions. And if you train yourself to do that, to constantly go, in and out, in and out, in and out, in a very organic fashion, you don't have to force that, you'll see that you can keep things in balance. Now, having said that, I mess that up all the time, constantly. It's super difficult. Like, this is not an easy task by any means. So it's one of the hardest things in art, for sure. But that's how you train it. So, yeah. So try to, every time, like, if you put that shape down and you're going to go for that eye, don't spend 45 minutes doing an eye and then stand up and then realize that now, might as well be a cyclops because you did, like, an enormous eye for that head. No. Every few, like, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, just kind of let your mind sort of step back and check, step back and check, step back and check, and make that like a regular practice. And I think that's going to help you.
I don't know if you agree, but I think that sometimes, at least it happened to me, when you do, like when you are planteando, how do I say it?
Like blocking in something.
Yeah, like
or
blocking.
Establishing something.
Yeah,
maybe.
the face, like the outer shape of the face. And then you go to the details. You make zoom on your phone if you're using like a device. And I think that when you do zoom, sometimes you lose proportions. And that's when things kind of look weird.
Yeah, that's actually very good.
Yeah, because I think that's a bad, like...
It's not a bad habit. It's just a risky habit.
No, but a bad part maybe of having the opportunity to zoom in. Because you lose proportions and... like comparing it to the whole.
Right.
So
no,
maybe
you're very right.
Try to sketch them, maybe loosely, without the zoom, to know what their proportions gonna be.
Or stick to the your phone or whatever screen you're using for the longest time, for as long as you can. Mm-hmm. Stick to that as long as you can, and only go for those details when you feel like, okay, this is I know I'm on a good track, like this is proportionate. So
yeah, Liad was saying have a great stream. I'll try to make it back before the stream ends.
Thank you,
I can
Liad.
hype up the Kickstarter campaign with only 11 days left, 200 pages art book, so many pages.
Thank you, Liad.
Thank you, Liad. And if anyone wants to check out our Kickstarter campaign, I'm gonna put the link here. It's always in the description of the video, but I mean, I will help you to go...
Make it easier.
To make it easier, yeah. So you can go check it out right now.
Right now?
I'm joking. Our new book campaign is live. Go check it out. There you go. Silver Ann was saying that they study fine arts in Greece, and they were also saying, yes, I would love to be a painter. Every time I present my paintings, I'm met with poor arguments against it.
That's sad. I feel bad for you. It shouldn't really be that way. I mean, in life and in school, life is not gonna be any different than school, by the way. You're gonna go to galleries where they don't give a crap about painting, and you're gonna meet people, fellow artists that they don't give a crap about painting, fellow curators. Well, not fellow. I don't know if you're interested in maybe being a curator. If you are, great. But no, you're gonna be curators that don't care about your work. They don't care about painting. Maybe sometimes they do care about painting. They don't care about figurative painting.
Yeah.
And maybe they care about figurative painting, but they don't care about naturalist painting. So you're going to be surrounded by people that don't think like you all the time. They're not going to have power over you like they do in institutions, like in academic institutions, which is very sad that they are biased. But good teachers are usually speak from, they understand what they like, but they don't judge things based on what they like. They themselves understand that they have, likes and dislikes, but good teachers usually don't force what they like onto you. They challenge you, but they don't force anything onto you. I think those are the best teachers.
Yeah.
In my experience, I feel. Those are the healthiest teachers that you can have. But those are great teachers. And great teachers are like great painters. There's few painters.
Yeah.
There's few great painters, few great artists. And it's the same with teachers. There's few great teachers, and hopefully in life, you'll have a chance to experience what it is to be helped, to be guided by, really cool teachers. I certainly had that opportunity in my life. So it's amazing. It really feels life-changing. So, but it does feel unfair, to be educated by somebody who's close-minded. So, that's not cool. So, I always say this, and I'm not telling you to just constantly challenge your teacher, because sometimes, when you do that, the only person that can lose is you.
Yeah.
In those scenarios. But I always told like my students, just be more intelligent. Like, always be in control. Even if your teacher is telling you to do something, like, you be in control and you find a way to do what you want to do.
Yeah, and being in control is not going against what the teacher is saying, but trying to but try to find an intelligent way to integrate what the teacher is asking with what you really want to do. And I think that's possible.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
But that is kind of empowering, because that really does depend on you.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't depend on the teacher. Like, your teacher can't take that away from you at all, because when you're working, you're by yourself working. Your teacher's not there saying, you can't do that, don't do that, you can't do that. No. Like, if you have a homework, or you're supposed to present like this work to be socialized, you're going to do that in your own time, in your studio space. So that's going to be all you. Those decisions are going to be all you. So even if you do paintings, try to find like an intelligent, challenging way of presenting them to him or her. I'm sorry, I don't know your teacher, and see, kind of see how they react. And maybe if you do it in a way that they can, feel that you're doing what they asked you to do, they're going to be okay. Because usually those people just want like this illusion of control, of like saying, yeah, my students did exactly what I wanted them to do. But if they feel that way, then, if you convince them that they can feel that way with your work, then, you're doing exactly what you want. Well, maybe not exactly what you wanted, but you're still doing something that you wanted, and you're making them feel like it is something that they asked you to do. So you're not sacrificing yourself, and you're still trying to answer to what your teacher is kind of demanding. But again, it's always up to you. You have to be the one that's intelligent here. Because I think that's easier than just arguing with your teacher.
Yeah.
If your teacher is already saying that painting is obsolete, then, if a teacher utters those words, then they don't, I don't know, they don't feel as a sort of artist that could be easily sort of dissuaded from that position. So
when we talked about our Kickstarter,
yeah,
Urs Krakow said, I checked it out and I noticed I already backed it. That's amazing.
I had forgotten.
Realized I backed it 3 times.
Oh, but
every
thank
time
you. I mean, you could
use to
do it again.
Maybe you have 2 coffee tables.
Yeah. or a Christmas present. I mean, it's going to be in time for Christmas, so could be a good present.
Yeah. And it would be cool to have two, so they can
one
make
to
company
give
to the
to
other.
people to flip through, and one to like, put in the closet.
Yeah.
Nobody looks at it.
Or one for you and one for the visit. So.
Yeah.
Mi Amore was saying, unfortunately, we're not having art class from the last 2 years. I really like art, but I'm busy due to studies, and school was the only platform where I could learn it. But the good thing with art is that you could practice it on your own, too. Like, maybe if you have a little bit of time, like free time, you could, if you like painting, you could paint, or you could draw, or you could sculpt, or whatever. And again, in art, practice is a good teacher. So.
So in here I'm being like careful. I'm taking my time, but you'll see. Like, initially I covered up my whole, I covered this whole face up, like all the features that I had drawn, and now I have to find them with my underpainting. And you'll see that when I paint, I'm gonna cover the whole thing up, and I have to find it with my painting. But ideally, what I'm doing is like slowly, kind of getting closer and closer, without feeling that I have to be super, super careful with every tiny little mark that I've done.
Jair Piñeros dice... Hola,
Jair, yo creo.
Jair.
Sí.
Ay, siempre digo Jair, perdón, Jair.
No.
Jair dice, hola muchachos, just in time for my lunch break. Amazing. Oh, I was going to say that tomorrow we have a different schedule.
Yeah, we're going to do morning.
Tomorrow's going to be a morning session. So maybe it fits, for example, Mi Amore, who is from India.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's cool to have also morning sessions. Mi Amore said, actually, these years are very crucial for an Indian student, and hence I don't have free time.
What does that mean?
Are you at school?
In school?
Like high school?
Or
Because maybe they're graduating high school.
Yeah.
So, my cousin said, hello, peeps. Hello, Cacairo.
Hello, Chocolatico Corona.
Marciel said, ugh. Why ugh, Marciel? And Silver Ann was telling you, thank you so much for your reassuring words. It means so much.
Oh, no. That's super important. When we are young artists, and there was a time that I was a young artist, but when we're young artists, we need to, believe, we need to have a space that lends itself, lends itself to be, like a really, it has to be a challenging space, but you can't feel judged constantly. You can feel guided through it. You can feel like people are helping you out. You can feel like people are contradicting you, but it has to feel like safe. It really has to be a space with very, very specific characteristics. And usually good colleges or good art schools or good schools, they have those characteristics. But honestly, they also are dependent on the people that are there and that are responsible for your education. And many times those people forget that they are responsible for bigger things than just kind of giving out grades. So it's very, very challenging when you feel like that space is kind of oppressing you or attacking you, or like your teacher doesn't have your back. That's very, very tough to deal with. But like I said, we could just kind of pout, and I'm not saying you're pouting and you're crying about it, but we are the ones that are going to be suffering if we don't take advantage of everything that we have, even if it's amidst this like terrible atmosphere. But we have to take advantage of everything, because the only persons that are going to be suffering if we don't are ourselves. So you have to push yourself to say, okay, this is my education. It's not my teacher's education. This is my education. So I have to fight for my education. You shouldn't have to. Again, you shouldn't have to. This should be something that your teachers should be aware of. Like, they should be aware of the responsibility with you, towards you. But, the truth is it doesn't happen often. So just fight for it. Fight for finding out, the artist that you want to be, and try to, push yourself. And, maybe if it means getting to some small discussions with your teachers or your fellow, artists, then do that. Like, defend what you like. It'll mean a lot more to you if you defend it, I feel.
Jair Piñeros said, morning schedule. Okay. I guess I'm not paying attention to my morning meetings. LOL. Joke, I can multitask, I think.
Like we said, we are harboring wonderful professionals here.
Yeah. And students.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Mi Amore said, yeah, I'm a 10th grader. It's hectic. LOL.
10th grade. I think it was tough.
Yeah.
For me, toughest was 8th grade,
no,
for sure.
I was a very good student until 10th grade, because that's when I got in touch with chemistry, which was like my nemesis.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I liked it.
No, I liked it.
Physics for me was tougher.
No, I think physics was good, but chemistry, like the weird thing is that I liked it, but it didn't like me. It didn't like me back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I struggled with chemistry a lot.
We had an amazing teacher at school. Incredible. He would have made you love chemistry. I promise you.
The thing is that, for example, with physics, I think I had a very good teacher. I've told you about him.
Yeah.
And he tried to make the class super fun.
Yeah.
And also like interactive. So it was not like just like a lesson.
Yeah.
But you would get to know how physics work. So I think that's super interesting.
Oh yeah, good chemistry and good physics. They need good lab work, which I think is like super interesting. It just makes it fun. We had that too, but it's just it was tough for me. It was literally super tough for me.
Now I remember we had a very cool activity. We had to do like with physics, we had to do like a machine or something. And I remember I was super into lab tasks with physics, and we did with a friend. It was a boat. Yeah. But it was a tiny boat, and it was supposed to be from theme park, for like attraction park.
Okay, like a theme park.
Yeah, theme park. So it would go to the center and then start spinning. And I remember I did. I took some photos of the teacher and the lab assistant, and I made them like tiny toys, as if they were
the pilot, like piloting
passengers
the ship.
Okay, but they were like dizzy, like making dizzy faces.
Okay,
that was amazing. We got the highest grade. Yeah. But also the teacher was so happy. So.
Well, you made it fun.
Yeah, that was cool. I think that was cool. When it was more about all the formulas and all that stuff, not that fun.
I mean, yeah, but that's physics.
Yeah. Alejandro Díaz Sicuy dice, a mí me pasó lo mismo con química, sobre todo con química orgánica. Física, bien. Sí, física, pues o sea, a mí no es como que se me facilitara así increíble que estaba entre estudiar artes y física pura, no, pero era mejor. Mm, em, Jesús de la Osa dice, Dani, ¿has hecho o intentado hacer modelado slash escultura 3D? Creo que con eso está tratando de decir como escultura por adición.
Sí, modelado es siempre
Sí,
por
sí, sí.
adición.
Sí, no, es que escultura 3D estaba pensando
Sí, de
como...
pronto el 3D es un poco engañoso ahí.
Sí, sí, sí. Pues creo que lo único que he hecho así es cerámica, pero yo estuve, ¿qué fue eso? Como por 6 meses, creo. Iba los sábados, ¿sí? ¿Viernes? ¿Sábados?
No recuerdo, ¿sabes?
Sí, al taller de un profesor que tuve en la Javeriana, que considero un amigo, que era muy chévere. Y allá hacíamos cerámica. Pero no era como guiado, o sea, no era como un torno y nos enseñaban porque no era con torno, sino que teníamos los materiales y teníamos el horno y el espacio para hacer lo que uno quisiera. Y... Pero no hice muchas cosas, creo que hice como 3 cosas. Entre esas una manito que tenemos acá en la casa todavía. Y ya. Me parecía muy chévere el proceso del esmaltado. Yo siempre intentaba cosas raras que no sabía si iban a funcionar, pero me parecía chévere como experimentar con eso. Pero así que yo diga que sé de cómo esculpir, o sea, como modelado, no, no.
No, yo tampoco. Yo hice,
Pero me
pero también
encantaría.
soy autodidacta.
Sí, sí. Pues, pero igual yo digo, no es que diga lo de modelado, pero digamos lo de talla, tampoco es que lo haya estudiado. Lo he hecho más, pero sí, no es como que lo haya aprendido. No. Marciel, that was
Ujú.
saying, ugh, said that that was because of the morning sessions.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you said that already.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mm,
I'm going slow here. It's almost like an inkwash drawing. I think that's a good way of understanding like an underpainting. It's probably the best way to try and visualize it if you don't quite understand it. And the only thing you're trying to do is emphasize your drawing in the sense that you're building upon it and you're trying to if there was something that you weren't super clear about, you're trying to deal with those problems at that moment. And it doesn't have to be like I said at the beginning, your values don't have to coincide perfectly with the values that you're about to paint. This is not like a grisaille where you would want to go for very faithful values right from the start. Even though technically with grisailles you kind of have to adjust your value because the painting is going to get a little bit darker when you paint over a grisaille, so you have to adjust for that. That's something that you kind of learn when you do a grisaille on the first time, that just layering color on top of grays usually tends to make them like maybe half a step darker. So you have to take that into consideration when you're doing a grisaille. But no, this is far simpler, and like I said, it's kind of like a nice opportunity to understand your form, and go for those changes in value, but they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be quite perfect.
Marcial was saying, I just like the company of you two live while I paint or draw.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Same for us.
Yeah. Silver Ann was saying, do you think painting can stand on its own even if it's naturalistic? As in, even if it's not backed by a greater concept? A lot of people, my professors consider it just a flex, quote unquote, of technical skill.
But maybe what they consider a flex of technical skill speaks about the relationship that you have, like the kinship that you have with your materials. And I don't see why that has to be punished. Like, if you're saying, I love clay, and you develop this very deep, very sensitive relationship with clay, and you do something, and it's like, oh, you're flexing. It's like, no, I'm not flexing. I'm just, this is not about me trying to impress you. Don't think that you're in this equation. Like, this is me about this is like, I'm having a conversation with myself through paint or through clay or through wood. Like, you're not trying to, why would you be trying to impress anyone? I think that's a really weird way of seeing it, because ultimately in art, you're trying to solve questions. You're proposing questions, and you're attempting to solve them through whatever it is, you're doing, whatever practice you're doing. So it's kind of annoying when the person that is essentially the observer says, oh, you're doing this for me. You're doing this just to try to impress me. It's like, what?
Yes, if you were studying.
We're going to socialize this eventually. This piece can be socialized. I mean, this is the thing. It can be. It doesn't even necessarily have to be. Because you could paint at home and not show it to anyone, and it doesn't make the painting less valid. So it's kind of weird when people just say that, because it's like, hey, this is not all about you, dude. Like, I'm trying to figure something out, and I want to do it through paint. Like, I've noticed that the way I understand the world, or the way that I attempt to understand the world, is through paint. So how could that be wrong? Like, why would anyone say trying to build a relationship, like a strong bond between your materials and your practice, it's a bad thing? Like, that to me is bonkers. It's ridiculous. So yeah, it's a shame that you have to hear those things, but
Silver Ann said, thank you, Holy Shi. I don't know if I can say it, because maybe we get
shite. You could say shite.
Holy,
still like a curse word.
SHIT. This environment has led me and lots of other students in deep depression and burnout. That's so sad to hear.
Yes. Yeah, it shouldn't. Art is an amazing thing, and you're going to struggle. I mean, painting is not easy.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, usually these comments of people that think that, oh, you're flexing, that's painting. Oh my God, painting is going to be like a lifelong journey. It's not, and you're always going to feel like you don't know how to paint, like you're doing less, and that it's always tough, that
and also
the few things you've learned, like, they were good for one painting, they're not good for anything else. I'm sorry, Danny, you were...
No, I was going to say that also if you get to a point where they think you're flexing, like they're not even thinking about all the time that you invested in painting to get to a point where you're comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Like, they don't understand that means a lot of decision making, a lot of reflection with painting, as you said. I mean, it's not like, oh, I just...
Yeah, I woke up and I decided to paint.
This is
I'm
how
a painter.
I paint, and I'm flexing. And again, like, I'm flexing. Like, if you... Like, they are feeling that they are the reason why you're doing that. Like, you just paint for them to be like, oh, this is amazing. That's not the reason why people paint. I mean, it's so, again, narrow-minded to think that someone does something just to awe other people.
Yeah.
And to say like, oh, that's the only reason you can be interested in painting, because you want to flex. What?
I think it's one of those things like, show me you don't know anything about painting without telling me that you don't know anything about painting. It's one of those comments. Like, I don't think they're aware of contemporary painting then.
Yeah.
Like, they have no idea of contemporary painting.
And I don't think that if they have idea what the painting process means to you, like physically, but also mentally. Like all the things you go through when you're painting. So it's not like saying, oh, it has nothing like substantial as a background. Of course it has. I mean, Marcelo Peralta said, I feel that this argument could make quote unquote some sense to people who paint exact copies of photos or something like this. RVK called this a party trick on the OPL interview. But painters like Nicolas always break away from copying the reference and do their own spin on how they perceive reality. They add something personal. It's more than a Xerox of,
Xerox
of reality.
Yes, but I don't know if that, like, I wouldn't want to exclude people that do photographic. Like, I totally understand what you're saying, Marcelo, but like, I am open to all sorts of painting. Mm-hmm. Everything. For example, Will Cotton does like the most amazing, like, pastry and candy universes that are very photographic, and they are incredible. They're incredible. Like, and they're huge paintings. It's almost like you're walking into this world. So I wouldn't want to say, because even if that's not something that I like, the whole process of doing like a very kind of photo dependent painting, even if that's not the process that I truly enjoy, I wouldn't cross it out. I because being open means that you can say, yeah, that's not for me, but I can totally see that other people can make powerful images through this, but that's not for me. I think it's important to also acknowledge that.
Alejandro Morales was saying, Danny, but sometimes the camera takes a lot of the decisions for the person. Well, if you say it because you see the things like in 2 dimensions, maybe, but I think that, again, when you paint, even if it's from a photo, you are taking the decisions. It's not like, oh, it's in the photo, so I have to. You don't have to copy the photo, because that's why Nicolas always say, like, I mean, if the photo is what you like, why would you paint? So if you paint, it's because you want to take decisions and you use the reference as a starting point, I would say.
I think the easiest way to understand the photo is information. It's just a bunch of information, and you can reconfigure that information in, the most ridiculous ways that you can imagine. But it's just that. It's just information. And if you see it as that, then you're going to see it as a starting point and never as your end point. So let's get started with this. And I know that I'm going to have to keep adjusting my drawing constantly. And remember, we're going to do this with a Zorn color palette. So our color decisions are going to be limited, but the fact that they're small, the fact that we have to interpret this in a very kind of minute little section of like all the hue range that would be available to us, doesn't mean that the painting that we're going to do is hindered by that. So
Callum said, sorry I'm late. The only thing I can add is when working from a reference, you always add, quote unquote, what you see, what you know, and then what you wish you saw. Marcelo Peralta said, also, if a photo is also art, even if you stick to the photo reference, you don't distance yourself from doing art. Marciel said, Nicolas, can you tell if you have the same thing? Like when you see something interesting and beautiful, you already see the lines, patches, and colors on translating into the drawing or painting?
Yeah, it's a weird thing, because you kind of anticipate yourself as a painter when you look at something. It's like you already kind of know how you would paint it. But as much as you can anticipate yourself, there's always the part where you have to paint it. Yeah. And that part is very humbling, because it is one thing to paint in your mind, and it is another thing to paint with the
Yeah.
brushes.
I mean, if you could translate exactly what you have
Oh.
in your mind, it would be a super different story.
Yeah. Or if you could take photographs just by blinking.
Oh, yeah.
And, this is what I'm seeing. It's amazing. Blink.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Alejandro Díaz Sicuy dice, al principio yo tenía mucha diferencia sobre pintar con fotos, pero tuve un profe que me enseñó cómo sustraer de ellas solo lo que necesito y fue liberador. Alejandro Morales said, agree 100% with you, Danny. Exactly, that's my point. Iván was asking, Nicolás, ese Iván, cuando escribe en inglés dice Nicolás con CH. Nicolás.
Nicholas.
Nicolás. Nicolás, you think there's a link between personality and the assortment of the palette? I notice you put your lighter values at the left. I do it on the right.
Yeah. I think that's the way I was taught. So that's how I do it.
I use it like that too.
Yeah,
I think
left to right, light to dark.
Yeah.
That's how I do it. So
I saw that at the university too. So I just stick with that.
yeah, but I've seen many people in my workshops do it the opposite. They have the lights here. They go dark to light.
There's even people that put like
Oof.
nonsense blobs everywhere. Like
I mean,
in my
have
head,
to-
they wouldn't have a relationship. Like they don't go from light to dark. I've seen that too.
yeah, I mean, I'm not going to throw stones because my palette is a mess right now. So
No, I'm not saying it's bad.
today
I'm
is
saying
not
it's
the day for me to judge.
I'm saying it's just for me it would be weird to find my way in a palette if it was organized a different way. Catherine was saying a burned umber underpainting tends to make the colors on top dirty. Maybe raw umber has the same effect. Is this perhaps less on raw paper because the first layer is absorbed by the paper?
But do you think Baroque painting is dirty? Like, do you think, when you think about Velázquez, do you think of dirty painting? Or when you think about Rubens, do you think of dirty painting? Or when you think of Caravaggio, do you think dirty painting? Like, all of those paintings have umber underpaintings, have earth underpaintings. So, I don't know. I wouldn't be so quick to judge them like that or to categorize them like that.
Callum said, What? You guys can take photos by blinking? You'll need to download the software update.
You thought that was just you, Callum.
Yeah. Jair Piñero said, Wait, you guys organize your palette? Yeah.
Stop it. Yeah, stop it. I'm not going to take that personally.
And I don't organize like the puddles. I do.
I'm terrible. Like, again, I know how things should be done. I don't do them that way.
No. I say like I organize the paint blobs at the beginning, but then I go crazy.
Yeah, you place your colors in a manner in which it makes sense.
But then I'm not organized.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not wired that way. So
No, me neither.
once again, I'm not going to throw shade at anyone.
Marcelo was saying I have to go. Good painting session, everyone. Thank you, Marcelo.
Thank you, Marcelo. So I'm starting with my shadow mask, which is something, somewhat customary. Like people sometimes go from dark to light. I go from, mid-tone to mid-tone, like dark mid-tone to light mid-tone. And then I kind of move around there. And sometimes I even stay there because I feel super, super comfortable in those spaces. But you can go super light. You can go for your lights from the beginning. You could go for your darks from the beginning. There's nothing really that's fundamentally wrong about doing those things.
MMBark00 said, Did you say left to right, dark to light?
Left to
left
right.
to right,
Yeah.
light to dark.
I mean, that's how I do it. If you kind of see this.
Yeah, no, because they were saying dark to light, so I just changed it that because it's yes, it is left to right, but light to dark.
Oh, some people do it dark to light. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how Ivan told us that he.
Yeah. Nothing
does
wrong
it.
with that.
No.
As long as it makes sense in your palette, then great. That's the most important part. That it makes sense.
Ricardo DLF or DLF said, "Hey, first time seeing you guys actually live. Awesome
That's
work.
awesome.
Greetings from Mexico."
Hola, Ricardo.
Thank you, Ricardo, and we're happy to have you here.
Sí, muchas
Hope you
gracias.
can join
Viva México.
from now on. Mactros 23, no, Mectros 23 said, "What's your thought about Nick Ulm? What
He's
comes to
super
your mind
talented.
when you see his work?"
Oh, he's very talented. He's very, very talented. His watercolors are out of this planet. It's he really does, build from the Zorn tradition. It's remarkable. Yeah, he's a very, very talented painter.
Ricardo DLF or DLF again said, "Nicolas, you are a great inspiration. Danny too." Oh, that's so nice.
We thank you. We both
Thank
thank
you,
you so
Ricardo.
much.
Ivan Sanchez said, "Light to dark. That's the Jedi's way." I've also seen people, I remember in the university,
Yeah.
there were people that did like white, black.
Oh, yeah,
And then-
I've had that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that. That's not actually uncommon.
No,
I don't like it because it's almost like a way of separating light,
Yeah,
black and white from
colors
like
from-
colors.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I particularly don't like that. But yeah, I've seen that too. You're right.
Yeah.
So I'm just using single brush for this. I don't find the need to, at least not right now, to go for other brushes. So, and usually people tell me that I tend to use, and I've noticed too, I tend to favor my flats when I'm trying to sort of carve out form. And I probably will go to my flats in like a little bit, but we can start this painting. We can lay down this painting with like a bristle round, and it's totally fine also.
A bristle brush.
A bristle brush. There you go.
I was saying because that's your
I know,
your name.
but that's also tough word for you. So
No, brush stroke.
brush stroke. That's what it
No,
is.
bristle brush. No, bristle brush, bristle brush.
That's kind of close to brush stroke.
Brush stroke. No, because it's the brush stroke. Like I go brush stroke. I can't do it.
Like a drunken brush stroke.
Brush stroke. Yeah, it's always like a drunken pronunciation. Hot dogs and brush strokes.
What? What was that first one?
Hot dogs? Your hot dogs?
Hot dog.
Hot dogs. Hot dogs? Yeah. But I think yours is like cute. Mine is like drunk.
The bad thing about using one is that
One hot dog?
one hot dog is that it gets dirty. So you have to wipe it a lot. Because I don't use solvent. So
AHES said, "Paintings of Danny are my favorite." Haha.
I love him too. Yeah.
Elena Cobb said, "I just got my wisdom teeth out a couple hours ago."
Oh my God, get some rest. What are
Yeah.
you doing?
Or no, maybe they're like laying down.
OPL
Watching the
causing
OPL.
hemorrhages all over the world.
Yeah. They're like, "I just got my wisdom teeth out, but
Yeah.
I was seeing the video.
guys,
and I wanted to paint."
I just fainted on my bathroom's floor. But I love you guys.
I had them removed. Was it
Like
2019?
3 years ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. I sent you pictures.
You send me pictures.
as
think
soon
I
as I
was-
was, you were traveling. You were,
in Spain?
I think, yeah, you were in Europe making a workshop, but I don't remember.
I don't remember
Where?
where.
Maybe,
either.
no, I think maybe it was Italy.
I forget.
Because you were 2 weeks away, I think.
Yeah, or San Francisco maybe.
That was October 29. No, yeah, like the 30, like Halloween. I was getting my wisdom teeth out.
So maybe
So I
it's
don't
when
know
I
if
went
you
to the
remember.
West Coast in the U.S.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it was like I was super inflamed for the first 2 days, but then I got better.
Like swollen. Maybe, I mean, I don't know if inflamed is a wrong. I don't think it's wrong, but it just sounds, I think if you say swollen, it's a little bit
More
easier.
accurate. Okay.
Yeah, because I think inflamed is, maybe if Robin is here or if Rosalind is here, they can correct us. But maybe it's, isn't inflamed like you're mad maybe at something? You're kind of pissed off at something?
Inflamed?
Yeah,
Being mad?
maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out of my butt.
Wow. I thought it was like, oh, I don't know, I
I ate some like seafood. I'm
I'm
inflamed.
No, I would say I'm bloated with that,
Yeah.
which I think it's the correct way to say it. So wishlist 011. Okay, so first,
First.
Roslyn said, maybe baby is doing great, by the way. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that.
Excellent.
Babies are the best thing ever. Robin said here. So my rows are here. Row represent. I don't know. Wishlist 011 said inflamed sounds like excited. Roslyn said
Okay.
it means swollen. So yeah.
Swollen. So okay. So it sounds more technical though.
Robin said no tissues get inflamed. She's right.
Oh, there we go. So
Yeah.
and
And
we say inflamado. Like
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
the word we use.
no, and I think I've used it in English always.
I
Like
don't think I've
inflamed.
used. I'd say swollen.
I say inflamed.
Yeah,
Makes
that's
it
a little too
more,
technical. For
yeah,
me.
like more clinic.
Yeah, doctor.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Danny.
Roslyn said your anger can be inflamed as well. So, Marcial was saying, I'm painting away at a landscape today instead of a Danny.
Oh well,
That's cool too.
we got to change it up, both you and me.
Silver Ann was saying, sorry if you had already mentioned this.
No,
Do you
don't worry.
sketch with a charcoal pastel pencil?
So this one in particular is not. It's a color pencil, just a regular color pencil.
And it's red because
Because
just because, yeah.
because I think it's pretty.
Alejandro Morales said Danny should try pronouncing the German name.
Oh, go for it. Go.
What?
Give it your
What's
best.
that? It has, wait, because it has
You try it and then I'll try
12 letters with just 3 vowels.
it. That's ridiculous.
Schlesischer.
That's a good wordle word.
Yeah.
Okay, show me.
Oh, wait. No, wait. It's
no.
not here.
No.
This.
Where? Oh.
Because I can make... I can't.
So
No, wait.
Schlesis-
This is easier.
Sches- I don't know if it's k or sh. No, it's sh.
Schlesischer.
Schlesischer.
No
idea what
Schlesischer.
Schlesischer is.
A name. They say a name.
Yeah?
A German name, I think.
Wow.
Let's see.
It's like John.
Yeah, Bob.
Yeah, if you translate it. I don't think
yeah,
we
it's
did
a
a bad
German
job.
name. It would be so hard for me if you, my partner,
Oh, you just call
Or
me
call-
Slushy.
no,
Slesh.
yeah,
Slesh.
Yeah. Slash? No, that's a lot of... No, I would be...
S. Come here, S.
Yeah.
Treat me like a puppy.
No. Tor. I would go with Tor.
Oh, yeah. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Peasy.
So Alejandro Morales said, not bad, Danny, at the first try. Ooh.
Nailed it.
Dita Art said, name of a brand from tennis.
Oh, really?
And Alejandro Morales said, it's the name of a place. Google map it. So wait.
It would be nice that you're lost and you're trying to explain to somebody in like information booth or like a cop, like where you're trying to go. Slashy slash store.
Slashy slash... No. Slashicious store, and they would be like,
Gesundheit.
think she's
Sneezing.
having stroke. Let's see how it look. Oh, it looks good. I like it. Look.
I mean, it's Germany, so it's always going to look nice. That's nice.
I don't know what this building is, but it's
it
like,
looks like
the building.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Because I just like every photo has that building.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Looks like a medieval, I don't know what.
And then they created like a station.
Yeah,
Is
a
it
medieval
like
Starbucks.
Have you seen that there's some places where they have like Starbucks restaurants? Like a fancy Starbucks. Like here we have El Corral and El Corral Gourmet.
Yeah.
They have like that kind of Starbucks, but like a super fancy one.
I don't.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know why I got like you know that I go to my
dark place when you search for things?
No, web searcher. I don't know how to call it.
Deep web.
No.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And you know that they show me some news.
Mm-hmm. Nudes.
But like weird news.
Mm-hmm.
And I got that. And I don't know why I clicked and I read
because you always click. You always click.
But I get weird
I know.
news. Like they are sometimes like super interesting and super on point.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they're so weird.
Like this, like fancy
fancy
Starbucks. Like who cares?
Yeah. How many airplanes are there in circulation? And I'm like, click.
Right now.
Click now. Yeah.
Bye.
Ivan was saying, Elana, please put eyes on that teeth. The wisdom teeth. Well, not in the teeth. Because she doesn't have them anymore.
Maybe she does. Sometimes they give them to you.
But imagine you having the teeth they removed and putting eyes.
Yeah, my mother used to keep all our baby teeth.
The joke is putting eyes on the teeth that you no longer have them in your mouth. What?
Like googly eyes, Danny?
What?
Like, why would people put googly eyes on stuff?
What? I don't get what
It's a joke.
saying.
It's a joke. I thought you were going to get it, but
no.
It's an us joke.
Yeah, because I know what you're saying because I love googly eyes and things.
Yeah.
But I don't get with the joke I just said. Because if you have your wisdom teeth extracted, why would you put eyes on the extracted eyes? Eyes. The extracted teeth. Like, that wouldn't help with the pain. So.
Oh, that's just fun. It's just not. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would rather put googly eyes on the teeth.
What?
If I had them. That would be cooler.
I think that's what they were saying.
Cooler would be the eyes. You know?
But Danny, I think that's what they were saying. Like, put googly eyes on the teeth.
No, they said eyes. Yellow. Please put eyes.
Oh.
Not eyes. That's why you were going with the googly eyes. I was like, what are you talking about? That's why you didn't get my joke. Because they were talking eyes, like cold eyes for the sore. And I was like, it wouldn't help if they put eyes on the teeth because they no longer have them in the mouth. So that wouldn't alleviate the pain.
Okay, now you're like over explaining it.
Because you were thinking about googly eyes.
I heard eyes.
But how say eyes in
Ice.
eyes.
Eyes.
No, you never say
Ice.
eyes.
Eyes.
Go.
Hot dog.
No, say I have to put eyes on my black eye.
No,
No.
because now it's like on my eyes.
I have to put
I have
eyes
to put
on my
ice
black
on my
eyes.
eyes.
Eyes on my black eyes.
I have to ice my eyes.
No, you never say eyes. You're not like, oh, I have something in my eye. You never go like that. I mean,
Just being helpful here.
mm,
Just a messenger.
Lotus Pot was saying your hair looks so nice, Danny.
Thank
LOL.
you. Oh, sorry.
You guys are so funny. Oh, thank you. In the photo or now? I have some bubble ponytail, I think it's called.
I don't know. Don't look at me.
Yeah. I've seen a meme and they called them chorizos,
Eyes.
which I think it's amazing. Yeah. Roslyn said, haha, Nicolas and Danny, you crack me up. You guys are my favorite. I'm going to buy googly eyes later today. Tintin Rosales said, hilarious. Gabriel Morales said, peak OPL moment. Mectros23 said, what am I listening to? LMAO. Oh, Lotus said now. Oh, thank you. It's a bubble ponytail or chorizo ponytail, as my cousin said. Yeah.
¿Quién? ¿Cacaíto?
Thank you, Cacaíto said chorizo.
¿Cacaíto Rodríguez?
Cacaíto con la chorizo ponytail. Y mi prima dice, eso iba a decir yo porque también vi el meme. El meme es buenísimo, es un dibujo, no sé si tú lo has
Sí,
visto.
tú me lo mostraste.
Que es como, ay, qué lindas trencitas. Son chorizos. No sé por qué es muy bobo, pero a mí me encanta.
Bobo. Sí, tú me
Esa
lo mostraste y yo creo que ni entendía.
No, esa fue mi imagen de WhatsApp incluso por un tiempo. Me pareció increíble. Jose Fails said, I stepped out when you were still doing the underpainting. What a pleasant surprise to come back to these beautiful tones.
Oh, thank you. That means we haven't ruined it yet.
Let's see.
We still have time to ruin it.
Ricardo DLF or DLF said, Nico, I have been painting since maybe 4 years now.
Nice.
And more seriously since a couple of years.
Awesome.
What would you say is what makes you make tangible progress in one work? Is it actual canvas time? Is it studying? Is it focusing on technique, story, etc.? Thanks for the feedback.
Oh, woof.
And Ricardo also said, just to extend my question, like in playing piano, you practice your scales, then certain passages in a structured way until you master that. Is there something equivalent in plastic arts?
Woof. That's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have never I have never followed like a specific route, and I don't think there is any, to be completely honest. But what I can tell you is that whenever you do something for too long, like if you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, your hands start to kind of get used to it. Your brain starts to get used to it. Your paintings are going to feel like they are iterating themselves. So ideally what you do is always challenge yourself. Always. Like if you recognize something that you're not good at, attack it. Like try to, challenge yourself in a way where you're going to have to deal with those things. It doesn't mean that you have to be, you're only going to stop doing those things until you get really good at them. No. But the idea is just to always feel uncomfortable. Always feel uncomfortable. Just so that, you can tell that in your body, you're challenging yourself and you're moving. You're like in constant motion. And I think that that's probably the best way to describe what it means to just progress in a way. Because it doesn't have to do anything with like making big paintings, small paintings, going to life painting, going to life drawing, then going back to the studio and then making. No, those are just like ways in which you want to concentrate on your practice, but that's not, none of those are the way. So I think like just a healthy mix of everything that makes you feel weird and makes you feel like, oh my God, I don't know how to paint. Like that feeling is amazing. So every time you encounter that feeling, you're in the right place and you're getting better. That's the good thing.
And I would also say that in arts in general, there's not like one path that
Never
works for everyone.
Yeah.
Because I think, again, talking about Monday's conversation,
Yeah.
we were talking, and I was talking about how it was like a weird but pleasant surprise for me to see that I hadn't carved in 3 years, but I think I've grown as an artist with other techniques, and that translated to that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you even got better at doing one thing without doing that one thing.
But doing other thing that's kind of related.
Yeah.
Or like having a mindset that's...
Yeah, or just reflecting upon
Yeah.
art. You know,
Yeah.
so many times can be the answer. Not just work all the time. That's going to hone your skills for sure. Well, not even for sure, but because nothing in art is like guaranteed.
Yeah.
But there are other ways to get better at understanding how to go about doing something that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be 24/7 working on it. So
Mm-hmm. Roslyn said, by the way, I had cereal for dinner last night, breakfast
that's so
and
good.
lunch today. And I'm considering more cereal
You're
for
considering
dinner
a doctor.
tonight. So thanks for that.
considering
Roslyn.
I'm considering calling 911.
I want to know, did you have the same cereal brand for dinner, breakfast, lunch? Or did you mix it up?
And both are fine. We're not judging.
No, we're just curious
We're just shocked.
and worried. No, we're joking.
Not really.
Alejandro Morales said, Nicolas, extending Ricardo's questions.
Yes.
When feeling uncomfortable, how do you know when to stop and start over and when to continue?
Why would you stop though? Like stop why? Because it's not coming out the way you want? Like that's going to happen constantly. So
You know, I think I stop when
Yeah.
I realize that the problem isn't something that I can fix. Meaning, for example, if the paper I'm working is super saturated and I can't work more
So it's
because
like
it
a
doesn't
physical-
let me. Yeah, like if there's something like different from me, like that it's not in my hands to fix.
like it's not under your control.
Yeah. So maybe I would say that.
Okay.
But
yeah,
that's
actually
me. I mean,
No, but that's actually a really good that would be one of those good reasons to say I can't move forward.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's about a challenge, I would say just push as much as you can. And, just push. I don't know how to quantify push because push means so many different things for different people. But, you are going to understand how far you're capable of pushing. Only you. But you have to push because getting better also means exploring those limits. So, yeah, that's a tough one, though.
Lotus Pot said, I love cereal, haha. And Roslyn said, yes, it's a real problem. And what cereal type did you got, Roslyn?
What brand?
What brand? Yeah. And with milk or without? Because there's also a lot of people that love cereal, just cereal, like without the milk.
Yeah, but that's not cereal for me.
But your kids, for example.
Yeah, I mean, my
They're
kids
like,
are weird.
oh, I want to have cereal.
Yeah.
They just have a bowl of dry cereal.
Yeah, they're a disgrace. But
which is also good, but I don't know why I think that's not like eating cereal.
yeah, I mean,
It's like having a snack, but like not eating cereal. Like you have to spoon cereal. That's me. That's just me.
no, I'm totally with you.
Rosalind said Cheerios.
Okay.
And Lotus Pod said, I like Cheerios with milk. I'm no psychopath. Elana Cobb said, I feel like people put too much emphasis on practicing art when the emphasis should be placed less on the hands and more on the eyes. We develop the way we see things and our hands will follow that.
Yeah, that's also true. I mean, ideally, in the end, all of those things meet at some point.
Ideally, you do both.
Yeah, you have to do all those things at the same time.
Because I also think that if you only try to understand things more with your eyes, but you never paint or draw or whatever, it's not like you're magically gonna be super sensible when you try to translate what you're seeing with your hands. So
yeah, you do need to put that. That's why I was saying it's maybe not maybe if we frame this conversation not and not in terms of ability, but in terms of just nurturing this relationship with your materials, then it just feels a little bit different. Then you can kind of see it from a different light. But because it's not ability, it's just this being in tune with materials so that they can help you kind of communicate what you feel, who you are through, a painting, if that's what you decide to do.
I don't know. CDS said somebody's doing opera outside. What?
Our place or your place? Because in our place,
it's not our place. No, there's
construction going on. The other day, I noticed that there was a lot of construction that I don't realize that is happening. Not anymore, because that building has been, they're working on that building for the past
forever.
Year and a half.
Yeah.
And it's probably like a year and a half more to go, I feel.
Or more.
Yeah. So I don't hear it anymore, to be honest. But I realized it was in our video, the other day.
But today,
yeah,
when I was taking a shower, they were doing something. I don't know what that is, but it was super loud.
What's that?
No, I don't know. Like, I don't know what machine they were using.
Oh, okay.
But it was like a super sharp sound.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, because also we have a window in our shower. So I could listen to everything.
Super bougie. And a window in our shower.
And it was weird. Like I couldn't unhear it. So I was kind of annoyed.
Oh, wow, no.
Yeah, it was so loud and sharp. I don't know how else to describe it. It was like sharp. Elana Kopp said cereal is human kibble. What's kibble?
Kibble is like dog food.
Oh. The Amazing Vaughn said, I love dry cereal. I'm not a fan of milk. Yeah, but it's not like cereal. It's like a snack. Like a different thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's cereal either.
No. Rosalind said, I'm on my last bowl and considering a ban for a week at least. LOL.
Yeah, I mean, you OD'd.
The Amazing Vaughn said, Elana Cup, tasty human kibble, LOL. Cydia said, at my place, haha. The opera.
Oh, okay.
And Cydia said, cereal with milk is too stressful to eat because you have this little window of time until it gets soggy or mushy. Yeah, that's true. Now, I want to ask something.
Go ahead.
Because I think there's two kind of people.
Okay, in the world?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say which I am, and please don't say which you are.
Oh,
Until
milk.
no, don't say, please.
Sorry.
I'm asking you.
I didn't know what you were going to say.
I want you were answering.
Okay.
I want to know what people do first. Do you put the cereal and milk on top, or milk and cereal on top?
But you know that there's only one answer to this, really.
No, Fer has another answer.
There's only one answer.
I want to know that, because I think I'm going to be blocking a lot of users from the channel. I'm joking, but...
Not really.
No, I'm joking.
But not really.
Angel Maldonado said, I alternate.
What?
How do I know when to tune in?
If you're a
for
psychopath,
live?
by saying that.
Ricardo was asking, how do I know when to tune in for the live sessions? Ricardo, the easiest way is if you, I mean, it sounds annoying, but if you ring the bell that is down there, so you subscribe, and if you ring the bell, you get the notifications as soon as we start the stream. So, my cousin said, cereal first with milk later.
Of course.
Max Ignatov said cereal and milk on top. Yeah. Lotus Pot said, oh my god, cereal first or you're like loca. Yeah. Yeah. So we're good right now. Silver Ann also said cereal and then milk. Emily also, cereal and then milk is the only way.
Yeah.
Ivan said milk comes always on top. Everyone knows it. Yes.
I mean, not the person that answered first. Who was that? That said that they alternate.
It was Angel Maldonado.
Okay, yeah.
Um.
So Angel is not invited to Cabin Sundays.
Leslie Cavazos said cereal and then milk and then some cereal on top, on the leftover milk.
So you're pouring. So I think you're pouring too much milk then.
No, it's like, I think it's like a trick.
Yeah, you over pour.
You're like, oh, now I have to get more cereal.
Yeah, that's like leaving the knife that you put peanut butter with.
Yeah,
out.
it's like now I have to lick the knife.
I either have to like clean this brush,
or I can clean it with
knife,
another bread,
or
so another sandwich.
You know.
So here, I'm sorry, but Mectros23 said milk and then cereal. No, Mectros.
But
that's how Fer does it.
Yeah, but Fer is like, she's weird, you know. Yeah, I have to accept her. She's my daughter, but we all know she's weird.
Ariel Hernandez said, next thing you're going to tell me is you put the pasta sauce in the bowl first, then the pasta. Yeah. Angel Maldonado said,
is that wrong?
It's just cereal, guys. It doesn't matter. No, but I'm curious because I've never thought about doing it backwards until I saw Fer. And I was like, why are you pouring milk in a bowl? And she was like, oh, I'm doing cereal. And I was like, what? And you too, remember we were like...
Yeah. I think her philosophy is like, she wants to know exactly how much milk she pours into it.
Yeah, and she also said that she wants it to be crispier.
Yeah, she never likes... Like what people, the amount of milk that people usually pour into their cereal, it's too much for Fer. Way too much.
She's a tiny bit.
So because I've done it like that, and she's like, oh, Dad, that's too much milk. So that when she does it, she goes like bloop, and she's like, that's it. That's all I needed.
Yeah.
Like she pours the cereal. So I guess there is an order to her, like, you know, demon brain, but. She pours the cereal that she wants to eat, like the amount of cereal that she knows she wants to eat. And then based on that amount, she'll say, I just want this little bit of milk. And then that's it. So it's actually not, now that I'm trying to think like Fer, you know, how does like a psychopath think? I'm realizing that it kind of makes sense. It's starting to make sense.
No, you could do the same. Like, oh, I want this amount of cereal. And then bloop, a tiny bit of milk. that would be okay. But she does bloop and then the cereal.
Yeah, because she has to see the milk. When you pour it into the cereal, you don't know how much you're pouring. Like, you know how I know the perfect amount of milk for my cereal? Because the cereal moves. It kind of moves up.
Mm-hmm.
When it moves up, when it starts to move up in the bowl, that's it. Like, that's when I stop.
I always like it to be not like cereal floating in a pond of milk. No.
Oh, what is that?
I want to
That's somebody
have
else's
like
cereal.
a lot of cereal, and like I can barely see the milk down, but I can see like parts of the cereal on top uncovered.
See, maybe
Maybe
there's you know.
No, there's something
there's
there. I don't know what, madness. But yeah. Siria said Fer is living in 3022. Yeah. Yeah. The Amazing Vaughn said, okay, that makes sense to me. She's a genius. Yeah. I mean, if you put it like that, it makes sense.
No, I mean, she's still insane, but, you know, it's now we get her, at least.
Okay, Truffle said, I measure the milk with a cup.
Okay.
Why?
Okay, please.
Now you have to clean two things.
Yeah.
Emily said, who else is tempted to go get some cereal now? Me, I am. Leslie Cavazo said, Fer is onto something. She might be right. Yeah, maybe. Alejandro Morales said, I can't drink milk, so cereal without the milk. So. Yeah.
No. See, I Alejandro, I understand that. But for me, it was like, I have to let go of cereal, which is very sad.
You've had it with almond milk.
Yeah, but still, it's still bad for me. I don't know why, but it's still bad for me.
Emily said, I eat a little bit of cereal at a time, so there's a little milk, so it doesn't get soggy. Roslyn said, I might have to try the Fer way before I judge. I'll keep you updated. LOL.
Oh my God.
No, Jair. Jair said, I heard some people use water instead of milk.
Well, people in jail.
What? Yeah, Marie Eve R said cereal with water. No.
No, come on.
I wouldn't try that. I think, no. Elana Cobb said, I want cereal now, but I can't because of my wisdom teeth. And Elana also said, bananas in cereal is so good.
Yeah, they used to be good.
Yeah, I've had that.
Yeah, cornflakes.
With banana.
That used to be like,
and
in my house, it was always like cornflakes. Well, or like sucaritas. Yeah.
Which are better?
What are they called?
Sucaritas.
What are they called? I forget now.
Kellogg's?
No, Kellogg's is the brand. But
I have no idea.
Sucaritas is Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes, yeah. So Frosted Flakes with bananas was, or cornflakes with bananas was in my house.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know what Frosted Flakes are.
I know. Sucaritas is like perfect.
Yeah. And they're so good.
They are good.
Like Choco Crispies.
I wasn't a fan.
Oh, yeah, I was.
No, I wasn't a fan.
Because it makes the milk chocolate milk, which is the best thing. I love that. I love it. Alejandro Morales said, my daughter also hates soggy cereal. She loves to have the milk first and the cereal floating on top. William Felipe dice, hola, ¿cómo están? ¿Estamos hablando de comida?
No, William Felipe, no.
Sí, William Felipe.
Ayer la conversación me costó un helado. Sí. 2 helados.
No.
2 helados y un gansito.
Eso, porque primero dijo, voy a ir por un chocorramito y luego me comí un gansito y un heladito. Y
fijo se
antojó por una banana split.
Fijo se antojó de chocorramo y llegó a la despensa y
ay, no hay.
Solo hay gansitos. Bueno, peguémosle.
Ahora tocó salir a comprar helado y chocorramos. La excusa perfecta.
Claro.
Yeah, so Siria was saying Frosted Flakes. Yeah. Mm. Ariel Hernandez said, do Colombians put bananas on everything too?
What is everything? I mean, what do we put? We eat
Because
many.
we also have bananas and
We have banana and
plantains,
plantain. Yeah.
which are different.
Yeah, very different.
Uh,
And you could eat both of them in a very different way.
I don't know how to call it, but mature plantain. It's my
Well,
favorite.
plantains are usually. I mean, no.
No, because you could do patacon.
Yeah, you could do a ripe one. You could eat them when they're ripe. You just
plantain.
deep fry them and they're incredible. So you're gonna get like chips or like thicker chips that are amazing.
You can even make a bowl. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've seen that. Like, que hacen como una coquita de patacón.
Okay, yeah.
Like
Los
creamy
pizzas, sí,
into
sí,
it.
sí.
Yeah.
But you could do that, or you could wait till it's very
Mature.
Yeah, no. What is ripe?
Rotten? No.
Yeah, no. But ripe is ripe. I'm
No, ripe is old. Because ripe
yeah,
banana.
no. So ripe is when it gets super
underripe.
sweet.
So underripe.
Yeah, but
you
what is-
fried them.
Yeah, but underripe is not a word.
Yeah.
No, of course not.
Yeah, when your avocado
Avocado.
avocado is underripe.
No, you don't
It's
say
that.
underripe. The
Yeah.
fact that not because you're
Underripe. I'm sure you say underripe.
no.
I'm sure. Yeah. Underripe, not sufficiently ripe to pick, eat, or use.
What?
Underripe fruit. Look.
So
I mean, you have
we need
to learn
Roros.
some English.
We need-
English.
Karma.
To
Karma.
learn some English. Look. Underripe, barely ripe, ripe, very ripe, overripe.
What? Is there a word, Roros? Is there a word for what Danny's saying, underripe?
I am correct. Underripe.
No, you're right. You're correct. I totally, props to you. Totally, I learn things every day with you. But there's got to be a word for underripe.
Underripe.
No, I'm certain there's like a regular word for that. Underripe. What is that word? It's a horrible word.
Roslyn said, ha ha ha, yes.
Underripe?
The amazing Vaughn said, not fully ripe. Liat said, sorry, Danny, you just say not ripe yet. Or green, usually.
Green.
No, you say
That's what I was
underripe.
looking for. Oh my God, I'm an idiot.
Jair also said green, but it's not green with everything. I mean,
Well,
it's
it's
like
usually. Think
No.
about it. Like an orange, green. Tomato, green. Avocado, always green.
No, but it's underripe.
Banana, green. Yeah, you can use green. Yeah, that's what I was looking for in my brain. I just lost it, but never underripe.
Underripe. It
What is
exists.
that word?
I mean, Google it.
No, I mean you just did, and I noticed that you found some weird ass people that pour cereal into their milk.
No, it's underripe.
Underripe. No, that's not.
So let's see. Leslie said, you say green. Ariel said maduro. No, al revés. Still green.
Yeah, no, that's literally what we say too.
Ivan said, oh yeah, it's green plantain.
Yeah, that's literally what we say. I just, for some reason, I didn't translate it literally. So, but Danny's in this crusades now of promoting the word underripe.
No, because I know it exists. And I know it because I've seen like recipes
Yeah.
of things that I want to cook.
Yeah.
And they say like use an underripe banana. So
is
that's
so
why
weird.
I know it exists. So,
Underripe.
let's see. Uy, no. Guácale, Pablo. Pablo Rojas dice, Choco Crispies con leche caliente para que se disuelva más el chocolate.
Pero
Yo no podría.
Pero eso es como tomarse un Milo caliente.
Sí, pero un cereal caliente
Es
no
como
me
un Milo,
imagino.
es como un Milo. Sí,
No
eso,
sé.
o sea, está fatal, sí, pero no.
De
no
pronto
está
es
tan
rico,
terrible.
mentiras, de pronto es rico. Pero, uy, no sé, me dolió leer eso.
No, pero piénsalo. Como que piénsalo 10 segundos y verás que no es raro.
So,
No tiene por qué ser raro.
The Amazing Von said it's in the dictionary, but we never say that here in the US. And Elana Cobb said, I use the word underripe. So, yeah.
So that makes
Mm,
two people.
No, Elana has a very good vocabulary, as I do.
Yeah,
So,
on English? What was it?
Iván dice cereal caliente y luego se quejan de la changua. Pablo Rojas dice, es un snack nocturno perfecto, como un Milo. Pruébalo, Dani, 10 de 10. Bueno, voy a probarlo. Estoy abierta a probarlo. Me parece. Me
Calientas la
parece.
leche como abajo. Abajo en la portería, por favor.
No.
Aquí
Es
no.
leche de almendras, no va a ser grave.
No, a
Yo,
mí me,
yo he hecho chocolate cuando tomamos con Samu y Fer.
no, a mí me huele a potrero.
No, ¿qué hablas? Es delicioso. Elana Cobb was saying, at my boarding school in Israel, we had moldy cornflakes with watered down milk for breakfast every morning. Moldy cornflakes?
Okay, so, and you did something wrong to deserve that, or?
Jair Piñero said, why use milk when you have kumis?
That's very
Cereal
true.
with kumis is delicious.
Bonjour.
Yeah. Uy, bonjour. Let me tell you about bonjour. My cousin said, everybody always worry about their cereal getting soggy, but I don't mind soggy Choco Krispies. That's true. I mean, it's worse to have soggy cornflakes than soggy Choco Krispies. So. Serene CK was saying the lighting is so beautiful in this. Lotus Pot said, tostones with ketchup plus mayo mix. I had them for breakfast actually the other day. Well, that's tostones with
choice.
ketchup and mayo, which is salsa rosada here. That's how we call the combination.
Yeah.
It's good. But for breakfast, it's kind of interesting. Yeah.
Unless you're having breakfast like at 3 in the afternoon, so.
Yeah, but interesting. As your first meal of the day, interesting. Yeah, Elana Cobb said, and then if it's too ripe, you say overripe. Yeah, I've seen that too. AHES said, I use underripe and pour milk first.
Somebody call the cops, please.
2010 Andrew said, hi, Choco Krispies hot and thumbs up. So, have to try it. And
Oye,
Lotus Pod was
¿En
also
inglés
saying,
también se dice Choco Krispies?
yeah, it looks like, because everyone
Seems
was
like it, right?
reacting to Choco Krispies, yeah. Lotus Pod said, underripe is correct. And Elana Cobb was saying that she says underripe and that she's from America. So
yeah. Country full of weird people.
William Felipe dice pink salsita. ¿Se dice pink salsa? No. ¿Cómo se dice?
No, no sé.
¿Ketchup plus mayo?
No, pero ese tiene un nombre, pero no me acuerdo.
Pero es que acá hay de todo. Salsa rosada, mostanesa. Ya se me acabaron. Es que acá hay de todo.
No, pero esa salsa tiene un nombre, pero no me acuerdo cómo se dice.
Pues googleemos. Entonces.
Me encanta pensar cómo vas a googlear esto.
Ketchup plus mayo name. Fry sauce?
No.
No. H sauce? What?
¿Qué?
It says H sauce.
No, that's not it.
Look here. Saucy sauce?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Is it?
No, of course not.
Look, cause look.
Yeah, but
Saucy sauce.
yeah, but that's not.
Mayo chop. That's terrible. Mayo chop?
Yeah. Or maybe the people that say underripe
No, look,
say
mayo
saucy
chop.
sauce.
The super
Weird ass people.
educated ones in vocabulary, maybe. Mayo chop. Yeah, mayo chop sounds terrible.
Mayo.
Mayo chop. Mayo chop. Yeah, here it is. Pink sauce. So. Uy, no, guacale. William Felipe dice, la mejor salsa es mostaza con salsa de tomate. Yum. No, es que yo no soy muy de mostaza.
Eso me sabría, todo me sabría a perro caliente.
No. A mí me gusta el perro caliente con piña. Con salsa de piña.
Pero ese no es, ese es...
¿A ti no te gusta?
A mí no. A mí el perro me gusta salsa de tomate. Y papas de pronto, papitas. Pero ya.
Uy, a mí
pero
todo
a mí no me gusta el
lo que le
perro.
quepa al perro.
Pero a mí tú sabes que no. No, perro no.
¿Sabes cuál combinación es deliciosa? A mí no me gusta la salsa. La salsa barbecue. No me parece rica, me sabe como a humo.
Ya.
Pero,
Pero.
y en especial la del corral, mayonesa y un poquito de salsa barbecue y la mezcla uno para las papitas. Gran producto.
¿Gran producto?
Sí.
Fuck, se me perdió la nariz.
Serene CK was saying ranch and ketchup is amazing. I haven't tried it. Jair Piñero said, is it Thousand Island?
Maybe.
No, but I think that one's different, no?
Yeah? No?
Yeah, I think it's different. It says, whoa, it has a lot of things. It says mayo, olive oil, lemon juice, orange juice, paprika.
Okay, no.
Worcestershire, something like that. Sauce.
Worcester?
No, but then it says Shire. Worcestershire. Sauce. Mustard, vinegar, cream, chill sauce, tomato puree, and ketchup.
What the hell? That's like... that's a meal.
No, yeah, but I remember because the Thousand Island has like chunks, like this. Look.
400 calories?
Yeah, it has like bits of something. But it's good too. Sometimes it's like overwhelming, but it's good. Ignacio Casas dice, solo los niños y los pintores pueden perder una nariz.
Ah. Muy bien, muy bien.
Wishlist 011 said, all the breakfast cereal I used to like tastes different now. I think they've taken the sugar out and spoiled it. Maybe they have taken out
some sugar because
sugar.
Before it was just sugar.
Insane, yeah.
Yeah, which is not bad, but
Jair Piñeros dice, uy, piña y huevo de codorniz. No, yo huevo de codorniz al perro no. Es que a mí el huevo de codorniz no me gusta.
A ti el huevo duro.
Es que el huevo duro no me gusta. Lo siento. Pero no. Roslyn said, Catalina dressing, maybe? Is it the name you were looking for, Coco?
No, I honestly just don't know the name. It's not that I don't remember, I just don't know it, to be honest.
But it says, Catalina is a blend of ketchup, vinegar, sugar, and oil. It doesn't have mayo. I've never had that.
What was it? Ketchup?
Ketchup and mayo.
No, the one that you just said.
Oh, ketchup, oil, sugar, I think. Look.
Isn't that already in the ketchup?
It says ketchup, vinegar, sugar, and oil.
That's already in ketchup, isn't it? Like ketchup has a ton of vinegar.
So
No?
more vinegar.
Oh
I don't
my
know.
God.
Look, it looks like this. It's more like liquidy.
Okay.
It's more like a dressing and not a sauce, maybe.
It looks like a Bloody Mary.
Ugh. I don't like Bloody Mary.
No,
No.
it's fine.
No.
I don't crave
Having
it.
a cold soup as a drink for a party?
Well,
No,
you don't
thank
have
you.
it. Yeah, you don't have it.
Or
Like
at a bar, whatever. No, thank you. No. I think I've tried it once. And not because I ordered it, but because someone had ordered it and I wanted to try it. Mm-mm. JG was saying, how do you price your work?
tough one. We've talked about pricing, and it's very, very it's very complex because there's a ton of stuff that you should keep in mind when you're pricing your own work. I don't know if you're asking about my work. I guess my work has been just, I mean, nowadays it's very different than when I started, but ideally you get to a price that's fair to you and to the buyer. You know, fair to you in the sense that it acknowledges how much time, effort you've put into that, into whatever you've worked on, and fair to the buyer so that, you know, it's not just about you, because you may feel, oh, this is worth $1 million. And because you've poured your heart and soul into it and you've worked for on something for like a year. And that's super hard to like quantify. Like it's really difficult for a stranger to say, oh yeah, I acknowledge how much you've worked and you know, sure, you deserve like $1 million. So it always has to be like a super, super fine balance of the amount of work you put in, the amount of time you dedicate to that. The fact that, you know, we talked about it, if it's your only job, if it's your only source of income, then, you know, ideally you would want to make a living off of it. So there's a ton of variables that are difficult to, to try to put under one recipe that will work for everyone. So I guess it's a very personal thing.
Emily was saying, Danny, what's your favorite dish to cook? So first you. What's your favorite
Me?
dish to cook? Yeah.
Like scrambled eggs, I feel.
Yeah. You do amazing eggs.
But maybe they're amazing because it's like the only thing that I don't mess up. And I've messed them up, but I just don't, I don't really cook. And I'm not selling myself. I'm not like saying, oh, you're being lazy. Of course you can cook. No, it's just like I'm not super interested on cooking.
No,
and cooking.
As we said, you have only one temperature on the stove.
Yeah.
It's like the maximum.
Yeah.
So for a recipe, it would be a little bit complicated. And what's my favorite dish to cook? It's gonna sound weird, but I love like a new recipe. Like when I cook something many times, like I get used to it, but having like cooking something for the first time, I think it's super cool because it's like you're like expectante.
Okay. Oof. I don't know.
Let's see.
Like there's a level of expectation.
Yeah, expectante. Expectant, yeah. Oh, I thought it was a different.
Sounds weird though.
Yeah. But like you're like, maybe, I think I get the word. Like maybe you're like anxious to know how it's gonna turn out. So I like that. Lotus Pot said, I like making spaghetti.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Ariel Hernandez said, anticipating? No. Like anxious for the result. Maybe. Liat said, I hate cooking new recipes. I have a hard time following them. Yeah. Well, I really enjoy it. Emily said, I agree. It's more fun to try something new and experiment. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool when it ends good. Because when you're doing everything as it says in the recipe, and everything's burning and smelling terrible.
Yeah. It's like my apple pie.
That's a hard thing. No, yours was delicious. But I really like that. Like the experience of cooking something new. I like it a lot.
Danny, could you check... because Liverpool is playing...
Oh, I thought you were going to say Fed, and I was like, no.
No. She's getting later.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
So they're winning.
Okay.
Yeah. Minamino.
Oh, nice.
Scored.
Excellent. Good for him.
In the 27th minute.
Good for him. That's awesome. Super happy.
Yeah. So they're 1-0 right now.
So you can say 1-0.
1-0.
You can
one
sound,
nail.
No, not one nail.
One nail.
Not one underripe.
One king's bread. Remember?
1-0.
King's bread, is it?
What?
King's bread.
What?
The cake or king's cake? The one we
Something
were
like
talking
that.
about yesterday that had nails inside. Which is terribly
bad idea.
unsafe. Both nails. Nails and nails. Terrible.
Oh, God.
Roslyn was saying, this painting is unbelievable. Seriously amazing. Wow.
Okay, that's too much praise. Row. But thank you.
Ariel Hernandez said, yeah, cooking new things always help me improve all dishes too. Yeah. I think that's cool too. But you know what happened to me? I had a recipe that I loved, Nicolas loved, and Samuel Fer loved, which was some fish. And I had it perfect.
That's what it was called, some fish.
It was tilapia. I don't know if that's how you call it in English, but here we call it tilapia. And it's a super easy recipe, but I don't know why now, like I know I'm doing every step correctly, but it's kind of soggy now.
Too much oil,
It's
maybe?
No, because I don't use, like, just a tiny bit. You know, maybe I think that the brand that the supermarket brings of tilapia is different now.
Yeah.
And it's like thicker. So maybe it has to do with that.
Yeah.
Like maybe it retains more water or liquids.
But I think when it's kind of soggy like that, it's almost like because it's a breaded fish, but lightly breaded, very lightly, and it just and you have to do it so that I guess it sears the fish, so the fish is like super soft inside, like really good,
But crisp.
but it's crispy on the outside. So that's from the little that I know of cooking, like that's probably like the it's not hot enough when you're trying to sear it. So instead of like, you know, really cooking quickly, it just like gobbles up all that oil and it soaks it up. That's
but the
what
thing is that I never
that would be my
change the
uneducated.
temperature. Like I've used the same temperature every time I cook that dish. And we had it today, and it was good because the taste is delicious.
Oh, I ate it. Yeah, the fish is
but
great.
I like it to be crispier. So I have to revisit that recipe.
So maybe people that cook can guide us a little bit here. Because mine is an educated guess, but it's a guess.
Serene CK said, I love experimenting and it ends good. I mess up so much cooking. I made a yummy rosemary and lavender herb chicken with honey and rose cooking wine a few weeks ago. It was a big kitchen win. LOL.
That sounds amazing.
And super like professional.
Yeah.
I never cooked.
How much are you charging for that?
Yeah, it sounds super fancy.
You can cook that in my cabin.
Uh, Liet said, Nicolas, two things.
Okay.
This painting is looking fantastic. I
Th-
love the violets that aren't violets in the nose.
Thank you. Yeah.
And what build are you running in Elden Ring?
Oh, samurai. So now I can speak for like a minute and bore everyone to death with like
No, why bore?
with
I think it's
Elden
cool.
Ring. It's amazing. It's a great game. It's very much so like From Software game. So it's gonna be like a Soulsborne game. Um, I think this is the first time that I don't play knight, like the knight equivalent. You know, heavy armor and sword and shield, because I always go for sword and shield. Those are my builds every single time. But I thought the samurai looked super well rounded, and so I'm going to do a dexterity build. And I have been grinding like a dumbass. I was able to beat. Do you remember, Danny, that I was playing the other day and cursing quite a bit? And I was able to beat.
I had my headphones.
Yeah, but I was able to beat that first boss. I had to like stop because I was just banging my head against the wall with it, and then you know I could see myself like, okay, I get it now, and I just I beat him the other day. I just beat him the other day, and now I'm kind of exploring and leveling up just so that I can move a little bit forward. I always inch forward in these games. I'm never good enough to just play it like under leveled. So I always have a ton of fun just kind of slowly moving through the game. And I love them. Design wise, like the characters, the enemies, it's incredible. Like these guys are just ridiculous. They are so Japanese in that sense. It's just, they're out of their minds when they design characters. But they're super freaky and at the same time like super elegant. I don't know how else to describe it, but they are some talented people. It's really amazing. Game doesn't run like perfectly. It's kind of a shame. And if there's people that play video games here, like I would love if Bluepoint, the guys that did the Demon Souls remake for the PS5, if they helped From Software out with their tech, because they seem to be super archaic with their tech, and it just shows. It really is beginning to show. So every time that I'm playing, it's like my brain wishes that Bluepoint would help them out, or if Sony would buy them out, and then Bluepoint could help them a little bit with their tech, and that would make like the perfect game. But still, regardless, it's an amazing game. It really is.
Leah said, I already died so many times. I keep messing up the controls, but I'm starting to get it.
Yeah, it's always, I don't know if this is your first Souls game, but yeah, controls are a little weird. They don't look like pretty much anything. Well, there's a bunch of games that have copied those controls. But yeah, you can jump, which is just the weirdest thing in this game. So it took me a little bit to get used to the fact that you can jump and attack while jumping, even though I played Sekiro, but this is like a Souls game, so it just feels different. But it's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. So
Leah said, my first Souls game.
Oh, dude. Well, this is awesome for you, because there's a ton of things that are accessible about it, and there's a ton of things that are just so cryptic. Don't be afraid of the cryptic part. Like, there's, nothing is going to help you. You could watch videos and stuff if you want lore, but I find it super enjoyable if you go in blind, because it's really weird. It's like the weirdest feeling ever. And this being like super open, like a really open game, it just makes it amazing. It just makes that feeling of not knowing what the hell is going on just even more. Like it exacerbates that feeling. So it is super cool. Once you get comfortable with that, you're going to be awesome. You're going to do amazing. So yeah, you chose like the perfect one to start.
Ariel Hernandez said, yeah, for real. Demon Souls felt technically much tighter.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a shame that they're so close-minded. I feel From Software. I mean, that's what makes them amazing, but that's what also makes it frustrating. That they're just like, yeah, we're gonna do this, and it's like, yeah, guys, but you're not good at that. Like, let us help you. And I think they're they're like, no, forget it. We're gonna do whatever the hell we want. But I think they're gonna consider it because they have been having problems. And even like the game, as beautiful as it is, like there's a ton of pop in. Frame rate wise, I think it's running fairly well on the PS5. But I mean, I'm sure because Bluepoint did Shadow of the Colossus, that remake too. So I think if Bluepoint, if they told them that, help them out with this like open world, they would have kicked ass. Like their art department is just insane. So they would have been amazing. But regardless, it's still an incredible game. But yeah, but my brain can't help but feel like, oh my God, this would have been like, the most amazing game ever, but also one of the most beautiful games ever if those guys had a little bit of help. So
Didi said every part in that game looks like a romantic painting.
Oh yeah, that's their bread and butter. Yeah, it always feels like super, I don't know, like a Victorian mythology, like super dark. It's just it's very Japanese. In the end, it's super, super Japanese. But yeah, their design team is just brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And if you've played other Souls games, it is, playing against, part of like the most amazing experience of playing against a boss is just seeing it for the first time and going like, what the hell is this? Like, what am I fighting with? It's amazing. It's one of the few games that you literally feel that all the time. And that you feel, I love the anxiety that this game produces because you want to move forward, but you don't. It's like you want to investigate and just roam around, the world and just check everything out. But you also kind of don't because you know that you may like inadvertently step into a place where you're not supposed to be and you're going to be one shot by this ridiculous thing that just appears. So to me, they're more frightening than any other like horror game. They are perfect. They're perfect in that sense. But again, I'm a fan, so just biased.
To let you know,
yeah,
Minamino scored again.
Again, oh, good for
2-0.
him. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, you know why? Because they were trying to make him part of. They were really worried that he didn't play for the final, for the Carabao Cup final. They were kind of worried that he would feel like he had been such a part of that team getting to the final, but he didn't play. That they wanted him to know that he was like super important, and they were really nice. Like Mane was super nice. Sadio Mane was super nice with him. Everyone was nice, but it's really good that he's scoring today. That's awesome.
Yeah, because today they're playing with Minamino, Origi, and Jota.
Yeah, so it's actually like a really, it's like a secondary team.
Yeah, but still, it's like a super powerful.
Oh yeah,
secondary team. I mean,
those three could, they are a threat for sure.
Ivan was asking Nicholas.
Yes,
with H.
Ivan.
Are you playing in the PS5 or PC?
No, PS5. So I'm not having the issues that the PC players are having. I think they're the ones that are suffering the most. But there's no way, like that's the thing. The game is not like super, when you look at other, because I was playing right before this Horizon, and that game also has its issues, but it's like a gorgeous game. So it's like a gorgeous open world game. And there's no way in hell that what they're doing technically, what From Software is doing technically, is taxing to the to the console or the computers. So they messed up because there's been people that play with like a 3090 and like a super fast processor, and they're having issues. So yeah, they messed up. They know it. They actually kind of acknowledged it and they know it. But yeah, they should be a little more open to outside help. I feel that would mean a huge difference. I feel.
CDS said, my mom is anxious when I cook because nearly every time I almost burn the building down. LOL. Baking is less stressful for some reason. I love making cinnamon rolls. I
That's
made
really
them
good.
once. Remember? In
You
the
made
last
them
apartment.
once, yeah.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, also the thing is that in the United States, because of the fire detector,
Yeah.
it's so complicated to cook.
Well, I wouldn't be able to.
No.
I know myself.
Because I remember when my sister was studying in Michigan, and I went there to visit her. We did something. I don't remember what.
Burned something.
No. It was like a tiny bit of
Fire.
smoke, and it went on.
It went off.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So complicated. I think it's cool that we don't have them here.
No, don't say that. Like,
No.
Of course they're safe.
No,
I mean,
they're safe. Yeah, but I couldn't cook. That's the thing.
You just shut it off.
Can you?
Well, you can take the battery out.
Well, but I mean, if you're saying they're safe when they're on.
No. While you're cooking.
Yeah.
Or if it goes off, just take the battery off.
Yeah, but they're so loud.
Yeah, well, they're meant to be loud. They're
mean,
meant to save lives.
Like
so.
we were cooking and
I'm
it
here
went
like
off, and I was
buzzkill
like,
dude,
"Oh,
but
what's
yeah,
that?"
I'm Mr. Buzzkill here, but yeah, they're meant to be loud.
Yeah, but you're still saying to take the
Well,
battery.
while you're cooking, and remember to put it back.
So
They save lives, so that's important.
I'm sorry, Héctor Acuña. Héctor Acuña said, I didn't like Bloody Marys at first too, but then I tried it with a few with various pickled veggies, hot sauce mixed in, and a light beer paired with, and now I love them. No, but that's the thing, Héctor, because, I mean, if you say there's tomato soup,
you love calling
pickled
it soup.
veggies, and hot sauce, it's like I'm having lunch. Like,
Yeah.
I could never pair that with alcohol and think like, oh, I'm gonna have a great night with my tomato soup, pickled veggies, veggies, hot sauce, and alcohol. What alcohol is it in there?
Vodka, is it?
Vodka?
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. No? Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, but that's the thing. My brain doesn't understand that mix at all. Liad was saying, I'm playing PC and my graphics card can barely handle it, but they are so expensive to buy now that I can't upgrade. You're running out?
Yeah. Could you lend me
for sure.
your phone?
Do you have it? Or
Do I have it? No.
the image. I have to send it. Wait.
Yeah.
And I'll give it to you. Just 1 sec.
Yeah, that's the thing, Liat. Like they didn't optimize the game at all. So it's a mess. It's a mess, unfortunately. Like they didn't realize. I think like I don't. I mean, I know something about like computer graphics and how games are made, and I guess that what they were doing was optimizing for DirectX 12, but that means that they're letting DirectX do like work instead of them doing the work. Instead of them doing the optimizing, what they did is that they're letting DirectX do the optimizing itself, if I'm not mistaken. So that that was kind of like putting all the burden onto Windows, let's say, when they were the ones who had to do the work, and now it now the problems are like super evident. And yes, graphic cards are ridiculously expensive now.
Serene CK said veggies. I love that,
Veggies, yeah.
Danny.
It's veggies.
Yeah.
How's everyone
Veggies.
going?
Tomato.
That's our thing. That's how we roll here.
Underripe is a word.
Yeah.
Is a very
Veggie.
accurate way of saying.
It's a veggie.
No. Javi have said vodka and Bloody Mary. Yes. Hector Acuña said, I see what you mean. Most people in Wisconsin drink them with vodka in the morning or around lunch. LOL. Yeah, and also the thing is that we're not big drinkers.
In Wisconsin.
That too. But we're not that, like we don't...
No, we don't really drink.
Like we don't crave alcohol. So... Mario León dice, uf, el brillito de la boca y los pelos brillantes y el dedito así. El emoji.
Gracias.
Está muy chévere, saludos.
Mario Alberto.
Hi Nicolas, do you think it's possible to make a good painting with only one color? Is it possible?
With let's take this like seriously. Yes. If you have a toned paper, yes. Because one color is just one of these. Not 1 plus white. That's 2. So, yeah, I'm going to say yes. But you have to consider maybe the tone of your paper. If it's a toned paper, if it's, if there's a hue to it and a value to it, that's great. Yeah, sure. You could totally paint with like yellow on top of like a gray or like white on top of a gray, obviously. But for sure, yeah. So I'm going to say technically yes, of course. Of course you can do that.
Oh, wait, because I have to block this.
Block this.
Spam.
Yeah.
So. There you go. William Felipe dice, uf, esa oreja. Se me perdió el comentario un momentico, ya. Karim Gallery said, wow, how do you do this? How do you control the colors in this way?
You can see the palette is where the magic happens. So super key to be very clean in your palette.
And have like a super good order to your mixing.
No, but if the order is in your, it makes sense in your brain, then then this can be messy, but you can translate that and take that to your painting, which is what I think I do.
Alejandro Morales was saying, Nicolas, where are those blues on the shirt and the nose coming from?
I guess blue, like in the picture, you mean?
Yeah, because we can see them in the picture.
Oh, yeah.
I think they came
the blue
from
sky.
Our,
the sky.
No. Our water filter. It's reflecting.
Nope. This was in my brother's place.
What?
Yeah, this is the sky, blue sky.
Okay. Oh,
so
yeah, okay.
The part, usually when you get like direct sunlight, the part in shade has to fill up with something. So usually in direct sunlight means that it's like an open day, it's very nice, blue skies, sun beating down, and the blue has to affect in some way, and it usually does affect the shadow. So the planes that are pointing up, that are not like this, but are slightly pointing up, those can be, hold some of that blue, some of that reflected blue. It's pretty amazing. It's really beautiful.
Karim Gallery said, I've never seen this tattoo before.
Which one?
Yeah, he has them a long time ago.
Before
we started the channel. So
yes.
They're not new.
Yeah. Sad part is I don't have anything new.
Pedro Alvarado dice, hey maestro, una pregunta.
Hey Pedro.
Una pregunta técnica.
Sí.
¿Puedo mezclar óleo al aceite con óleo al agua?
What? No entendí.
O sea, de pronto óleo como water-based.
Ah, sí, porque son emulsiones. Sí, 100%. Sí, o sea, los óleos que se pueden disolver con agua son emulsiones, o sea, se pueden disolver con agua y con aceite.
Es que está diciendo que se puede mezclar óleo normal con óleo base agua.
Sí, por eso.
Seren CK said, "Hey Nicolas, have you ever tried painting using your light a blue mixed with white instead of true white as your light is light before?"
No, I think my buddy Sean Cheatham does that. I noticed that they have like sort of light King's Blue equivalent for their lights instead of just pure titanium. But I like titanium. I the colors that I use them because I'm happy with them. I'm okay with them. But I haven't given it a try. I mean, they obviously would work. It wouldn't work right here if I'm trying to lighten something that's supposed to be warm. And if I wasn't planning on putting blue in it, like it would bother me that the only light that I have has blue in it. But I could give it a shot. I've never tried it, but I know it works amazing for Sean. Like Sean Cheatham is one of the most intelligent painters, like very, very organized, super, super kind of pragmatic the way he paints. It's beautiful how he constructs a painting. So it works for him, and they're amazing. I've seen him paint because we've done workshops together. So he's incredible. It works amazing for him. But yeah, for me, it doesn't. But not because it doesn't work. It's just like I work differently, I guess.
Jose Fails was saying, "I saw you guys talking about Dark Souls.
Yes.
Has anyone played Neo?"
Yeah, I tried. I got far into the first one, and it's super good. It's a really cool game. I love the stands also. Enemies were also super, super cool. I thought it was tough. At least for me, I thought it was a little bit tougher than the Souls games. Some areas especially. I remember a town that was on fire just being, and I think it was a nightmare that you went into. That was, oh my God, that was so tough for me. But I played a bunch of hours. I must have played like maybe 30 hours of that game. But then I didn't finish it. And I have Neo 2 in my computer, but I've never played it. So I have it on Steam, but I haven't played it. But it's a really cool game too.
Didi was asking some time ago,
Yeah.
"Nicolas, may I ask if maybe you will try to do a sculpture like Daniela in some future visual correspondence?"
Oh, I can't sculpt like Danny. Like I could try to do something, I guess. I would, even if like just thinking about it, I can't do what Danny does, like period.
But it's not about doing what
yeah,
I do.
so no, but
because again, it's not about comparison.
Right. But I'm answering this because of what the person was asking. So I don't know if I could ever do anything like that. No, I know for a fact that I can't do anything like that. But I have polymer clay, and I could do like a little character maybe or something like that, or like a little portrait. That would be interesting. But Danny, can I tell you what I've wanted to do?
What?
That I thought was like pretty cool. At least in my brain, it's like super cool.
What?
I thought that when I did my self portrait, the one that's paired with your sculpture, I loved that whole thing. Like I found this to be super interesting for me. You know how I was saying that I feel comfortable when I kind of see myself as a character.
So would you like to do it
like
as a
everyone,
sculpture?
like all of us. No, well that also, but to do paintings with us as characters. So I thought of you as a character also. Like you would have like a bunch of hands, because I think you're super talented and super versatile, and you can just do a ton of things.
Like a fictional character?
Yeah. Just these imaginary beings.
Okay.
And for Fed, I also have like a character. For Samu, I have a character that I want
cool.
to. I think I'm going to paint Samu's character tomorrow, which
That
would be super cool.
cool.
I think it would be really, really cool.
Yeah, I think
And I would be the kind of oafish, the guy with like the big back, little head, and like these longer arms that you kind of drag. Cool. I don't know. I just thought about it, and I loved it. I was like, oh, that could be awesome.
I think it sounds super, super cool. Siria said, "Would love to see your approach sculpting. Would also love to see Danny's sculpting process." Yeah. Yeah, as I said, I'm trying to figure out a way to maybe doing a time lapse of my sculpting process.
Yeah.
And if I get to do it, I would post it in my Instagram. But yeah, I haven't done it. So, and also it would be complicated because of the scale of what I do.
A little bit, I feel. Yeah.
Irving Torres Art dice, hola chicos. Nicolás, cuando pintas blancos, ¿te concentras en las reflexiones que se vería en el objeto o haces notas de color según tu gusto? Creo algo de lo más difícil de pintar son cosas blancas.
Yo creo que yo soy como sensible a los matices que veo como en las cosas más claras y de pronto los termino exagerando un poco. Entonces, yo creo que termino viendo como qué matiz es el que se está... de pronto, si uno dice, uy, esto es un claro amarillo, claro naranja, claro azul, claro verde, termino como exagerando un poquito los matices que siento que hay dentro.
Wishlist011 said,
Yeah.
does paper help with laying more paint over and underpainting?
Yes.
You doesn't seem to struggle at all with the surface becoming overloaded.
No. No, I got really used to working with straight paint also. And I think the combination of straight paint plus an absorbent substrate is super nice. But again, it's nice for me. I'm not going to say it's for everyone. I would just tell people, try it. Just all you need to do is try it with one painting and you'll realize very quickly if it's something that interests you or not. But the paper is actually quite grateful with the amount of paint that you can put on top, because it's sucking in so much of the oil that it lets you just put paint on top. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I keep going for paper, to be honest. It just lets me layer and kind of model paint in ways that I can't really do it with other surfaces. But it's not for everyone. Like, I'll be the first person to tell you it's not for everyone. I've had students that are super excited to give it a try, and with one painting, they're like, oh, forget this. Thank you.
Haiti F said, I just joined. I
Hey,
can see
Heidi
another...
or Haiti?
It's Hayaydee.
Okay. Maybe she can correct us then.
Yeah, maybe they can let us know. They were saying, I just joined. I can see another portrait where you're mixing the paint. That happens a lot.
Yeah, it happens. And it's that thing where we human beings see faces everywhere, but...
You know, I see like it sounds weird, but like a crazy Mickey Mouse.
Let me see, crazy Mickey. Like here, with the nose, the eye, and the ear?
No.
What?
Look. Here, look. Look to the screen. So, eye, ear,
much bigger.
nose, and
yeah, I saw
a
it.
bigger mouth, but
Yeah,
like...
Look at the eye.
But like a creepy,
yeah,
super creepy.
Super creepy. But did you see mine also? Mine is like a little rat.
Where?
Like, let me see.
Oh, a mouse.
Kind
Not
of.
like a Mickey Mouse, but like a mouse.
Yeah.
Because mine has like the circle ears.
Of life. So mine is like, this is the, let's do the little nose here.
Now you're gonna distort the one I was seeing.
Yeah.
No, but I see the one you're talking about. It's a mouse.
Yeah, it's not...
The Mickey Mouse.
Not quite a
Now I
rat.
don't see the Mickey Mouse. The creepy mouse.
Yeah. It's kind of nice. I like this guy now. He's got like a little scarf here.
He looks like a cuter motorraton. But like cuter.
Now it's like a mom, I'm thinking.
A mom?
Yeah, like.
No, because I see the scarf like flying, the white part.
No, I think it's like red. See? Or
No,
it
but
could
the
be
white,
that.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
We
attached
could
but
do
then
this.
flying.
We could do like a little.
I love that now you're painting a mouse in the palette. People that joined right now are like, what?
And she's carrying some. I thought she was like she would be carrying like a bag or something here.
Josefeo said he looks like he's wearing a monocle.
Oh yeah.
Kind
Or
of.
like little spectacles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me take this out. And maybe take this out. This one's like super weird there.
Roslyn said the whole screen is the image. He is about to jump on Danny's shoulder. LOL. Yeah, it looks like she is going to not attack me because she looks kind.
Yeah, super nice.
But maybe she's gonna lecture me. She has like a kind but not so happy face. Like she has something she wants to say. What are you doing now?
It's like a little arm. She's like picking like could I have some of that? Like 3 pounds of that?
Cody Winnicky said, "Oh wow, you're still going. I thought for sure I was going to miss all of it. I'm finishing a basement." But now he's not painting.
All of the mouse.
He's painting a mouse in the
I know.
So he's still going. I don't know in what direction. But he's going. Somewhere. What's that now? No.
Her little leg.
Oh, now I see her standing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like with a dress.
Yeah, this was like a grocery bag. That's why I was saying she's carrying stuff like in this bag.
I first saw the mouse in a motorcycle, so I couldn't understand what like the shape you were giving it. But now that you closed the skirt, I see her clearly.
Well, no, God.
No, that's that. Yeah, that was like
terrible.
a paw.
That leg was terrible. And this leg was good, but that leg was terrible.
Yeah, that was like from another animal. Now where are you going to mix, Nicolas? There's no place for mixing. 'Cause you would ruin the mice? No, mouse.
Little mouse lady. I think I think we're done. Anyways, that's a little mouse lady. That's kind of cute.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I love your mouse painting.
Yeah.
I can see kind of a girl in your palette.
It's like somebody touched her shoulder and she's like, what's going on?
No, I think she's like, this girl. I have to
Yeah.
tell you something.
Yeah,
Come here.
These young people.
Come here, lady.
Yeah. Nice. I think that's nice.
Siria said, I know her name is Greta.
That's good. That's really good.
How do you say
Nice.
that in English?
Greta?
Greta? Oh.
Yeah.
Greta. I like it more.
Would it be like double T?
No, one T. That's how Siria spelled it. Come on, more spam.
I'm sorry.
No.
Don't call her spam. Sorry for that little detour, but we had to do that.
Roslyn said, the scarf is genius. I want to do a screenshot of Greta. Of the video. She looks amazing. Alia Sari said, love it, so beautiful. I think they're talking about Greta. I'm joking.
I think so too. We have to call the painting Greta's friend.
Greta's ear. Lilo Art said, to me, it looks like a cute rat doing a cosplay of the Godfather. Haha. Oh, so remember we were asking about a pronunciation of a name?
Yeah.
They're saying you ask about my name.
Yes,
My name is Spanish. Se pronuncia Aide.
Aide, okay.
In English, Heidi. I love the rat. Roslyn said, I totally got a screenshot, Danny. My cousin said, see Greta's friend. Yeah, that's a good name for the painting. Riley Hoff said, can't make a nice painting without Greta.
Oh, that's nice.
But the thing is that we never knew where was the face that they were talking about.
Oh, no.
Because Aide was talking about the portrait.
Oh, now
that you
that's
were
gone.
doing.
Yeah, that's
gone.
totally gone.
Totally. But
Oh, Greta. I almost fainted on Greta. Look, that yellow landed there.
Serene CK said, hey Danny, you're into skincare, right? What kind of moisturizers and stuff you like or recommend? This painting has nice skin also. Good work, Nico.
Thank you.
Woof.
How much time do you have?
No, because I mean, it's not like I can say I recommend this moisturizer because I don't know your skin type.
Yeah, Danny
So it
wouldn't be
depends.
irresponsible with that.
Yeah, no, because the thing is that I struggle with a lot of skin allergies or like skin sensitivities, maybe. So I've learned a lot about skincare and I really like it. I think it's super cool. Like every time someone needs something, I'm like, oh, tell me about your condition.
Doctor.
No, but it's good.
I know. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I like it. So. Serene CK said, my skin is dry. I also have skin sensitivity. It's like now I'm Dr. Danny again. Like, am I really going to say a recommendation?
You could say super like generalized stuff like that aloe stuff that we use.
Yeah, because
that's super cool for me. For example.
Yeah, but because you don't like creamy textures.
No, I hate it.
So the only way you can use a moisturizer if if it's in a gel form.
Yes.
So that's the only one you use.
Yeah.
And like you stick to it.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, it's super good. But no, that wouldn't be like if Serene has dry skin.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be just it because they need more, like something to lock the moisture in the skin. So I would go for a richer cream, but I would never go with like a cosmetic moisturizer. Like I don't like fragrances and all that stuff. I prefer it to be more like dermatological. ¿Cómo se dice?
Yeah.
And not like my creams never smell good because I can't use something that smells because I get irritated. So
you get inflamed.
Yeah, get inflamed. I actually get inflamed, so mm, so maybe if you, because I don't want to make people leave the chat, but if you text me, if you send me a DM, Serene, we can talk about moisturizers. So oh, and Serene was saying, yeah, my skin loses moisture a bit. The last thing I'm gonna say about it, maybe it's because sometimes it's not enough with a cream, but you need to have under it like a serum, maybe like a hyaluronic acid serum, which like grabs the water molecules and retains, like it grabs it, so it hydrates your skin, but then you have to lock that. Because sometimes if you use like only that type of moisturizer, it would be worst because like it attracts the molecules, but it's never locked, so it would dry your skin. But if you layer them, then you can keep the moisture on your skin. So
Thank
that's
you, doctor.
yeah, that's my consultation.
It's gonna be $250. Thank you.
Your mom said, I love it, so great, congratulations.
Gracias, mi Holguín.
Oh, and Serene said, oh, okay, sorry. No, but not sorry. I love to talk about this. The thing is that I know that there's not a lot of people that maybe love like skincare and painting, so maybe they're not that interesting.
I mean, we've pretty much mixed painting with everything.
With everything?
So,
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I love that Cody Winnicky said, learn something new every day. Yeah, you know that you have to lock your moisture in your skin. Serene CK said, thanks, Dr. Danny. You're welcome. You're welcome.
The doctor is in.
Who's next? Joking.
Yeah, I have a mole.
No, that
Just
would...
take a look at it. Can I send you a picture of this weird mole?
My cousin said, same, I love skincare. Yeah, I know. We are skincare lovers with
Family
my cousin.
doctors.
Alejandro Morales said, what, Danny, you get in flames? Sometimes when I get allergies, my skin feels like if I was in flames, you know? Because I'm inflamed.
Oh, you don't have to explain it.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to finish soon. And the game ended?
No,
Bendita?
they're 60 minutes in. Serene CK said, flammable skin. Yeah, that's my type of skin.
She's
what type are you? No, I have dry skin. And you? Oh, I have flammable skin.
Yeah. You're like a 1984 pajama.
Uh-huh. I think you've talked about that in a stream. That's why I know the reference.
Yeah, they were flammable at the time.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Serene CK said, it's been really fun catching stream.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're happy to have you here. And we're also happy, and I'm happy, to talk about skin. So,
everyone's happy.
skincare tips for everyone that joins.
Even if you don't want to hear it.
I think maybe you could see a tiny bit of the match if you're almost finished.
Oh, that's fine though. Now I have to wait for Fer because we have to go straight to the
Oh yeah, to the salon.
to the peluquery.
Salon, that's called a salon.
The peluquery.
Yeah, because Fer has a gymnastics competition
Tomorrow.
Yeah, and all the team has to have like the same hairstyle But it's like an updo with some braids, and it's kind of complicated. So she's gonna go to the salon.
It's beyond my ability
Oh,
to do a ponytail with a vacuum cleaner. So it's a little outside my realm of possibilities.
Aide said, "It's a beautiful painting. I love it. I'll try to do a portrait. Based on the portrait, I could see where you were mixing the paint."
Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, that would be super fun to see. Cody Winnicky was asking, how was her Italian Renaissance thing yesterday?
Bene, molto bene.
I think it was fun. Yeah.
She was
had
happy.
Fun.
Yeah.
And they made a bag. Did you saw
she
it?
made
It was like a Italian bag.
No.
Not really, but
like a little tote thing. Yeah, no, but she had fun. Like,
yeah,
I asked
she
her
was
and
happy.
She was like super happy.
And she had like a play. Like the
she saw a
teachers
play.
did a play.
Yeah.
So she was happy.
Where they were like throwing food for some reason.
No, they
around.
were dancing around food.
Yeah, but they just like, threw all the food out and
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I heard that. She was like, there was pasta.
Yeah.
There was
like
an
flour
apple.
and yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyways.
Let me do one more thing. Like one little thing.
That's always you.
Without ruining
Greta.
Greta. I love Greta, but she
has to go.
annoying as hell.
Because
'Cause I
she's
can't
kind
paint.
of big for the palette.
Yeah.
I mean,
She has to go home after this.
Berika said, I'll also paint Greta. I like it to be Greta.
The title?
The pronunciation.
Greta?
Greta.
Okay.
And Greta's friend is cool. Or,
I think this is good. I like it.
I like it too. A
Yeah?
lot. Yeah, it's really, really good.
That was nice. It was a super, let's just to finish off. It was a super nice exercise, just exploring like a more sensible side of like the Zorn palette. Sensible in the way in which we have to control all these like little changes in hue and tiny little shifts in value that are, for example, part of the shadow mass, and control them in a way where when we introduce something that's warmer and just like a more of a solid mass of solid kind of block of color, like this very light yellow red, yellow orange, then the pairing of those two kind of makes sense. It's very, very difficult, but super nice to try to find a balance between those two. And if you really see it, I tried. I mean, I'm not pushing as much as I could the hue of the mixes, but if you really dive into the painting, you're going to see that there's reds, there's places that are more like a little more orange or like an earthier orange. There's going to be places that feel greener. There's going to be places that feel more purple, that feel bluer.
Blue,
Yeah. Our darks, we have our darks, our lights. Our light has a hue to it also. There's a lot of yellow in here. There's a bit of black in this one. So it's a really nice kind of healthy wide range. And the painting, again, it comes from, just to remind everyone, titanium white, yellow ochre, cad red, and ivory black. It comes from a place that we don't usually associate with richness or with possibilities, with like boundless possibilities. When in fact, it really is. It's quite versatile. It really, really is. And I think it's a nice, like doing this painting, it's a very nice pairing with yesterday's painting where, yesterday the painting was also trying to showcase those possibilities, but it was almost like we were sifting them through a kind of expressive lens. And then the outcome is a painting that has to be manipulated in a way. You have to make a ton of decisions to reconfigure that painting. But today we were somewhat naturalist. We were going for some of the things, at least that would stem from these natural conditions, trying to do like a solid painting. And I think the process was pretty solid too. I mean, we went from a drawing that was very helpful for us to do the underdrawing. I'm sorry, for us to do the underpainting. And the underpainting, we sort of went, we obliterated it almost, like the drawing that was underneath. But remember, the way I understand it is that the initial drawing is just giving me the tools to begin to understand what I'm painting. But I never forget that I'm painting something. So I'm always mindful that I'm going to have to paint it in the end. And the way I like to paint is being bold. So if a drawing kind of puts that into contention, like if having a very tight drawing means that I can't be reactive in my painting, then I don't like it. Then it doesn't serve the purpose that I need for that drawing. So I always try to feel like they are just instances of the painting. They are moments during the execution of the painting that, because I keep moving, their job is just to tell me you're in the right path. You're in the right path. Feel comfortable because you're slowly kind of stepping into the right path. And then, at some point, painting takes over. And that's where I feel the most comfortable at. But a lot of the things that are underneath were the ones that gave me a sense of security to say, okay, I know what to do, but I know how, I know what direction to go towards. And that to me is like a really nice kind of organized painting where, one step gives you the strength to do another step, which gives you the strength to do another step. It's a very nice way of painting. It's not the way I usually paint, or it's not the way I always paint, but it's very, very helpful nonetheless. So I hope it was helpful for everyone that was watching. And by the way, I wasn't talking about Danny's painting. I was talking about Greta here. So now I'm going to talk about Danny's painting. No, so that was a lot of fun. So do we have questions just to
So let's
finish?
see. We have some comments.
Yeah.
CDS said, learned a lot watching Nick paint today. Gorgeous outcome, to say the least.
Thank you.
Mbark00 said, beautiful light on Danny. Cody Winicky said, beautiful. I love the way the light is hitting on the cheek and how soft the features in shadow are. Catherine said, hey Danny, I tried to draw the picture of today. It's been ages since I drew/painted, but OPL helps me.
That's awesome.
Nice. I'll post it on Instagram and the Discord channel. I hope I did you justice. Oh, that's so sweet. I would love to see it.
Yeah, and the fact that you're giving yourself a chance to do it, that's already amazing. That makes Danny super happy.
Yeah, it does. And that you're here with us.
Yes.
And Catherine also said the painting is beautiful. And Roslyn said, beautiful, always beautiful, bravo.
Thank you.
And my cousin said, this is so beautiful. Loved it, Coco.
Thank you, paquetico, paqueton.
Okay, so thank you everyone for joining us today. Remember, tomorrow we're going to have a morning live stream.
Yeah, early morning.
So this is a good...
Let's call it, let's do it 9:30 Eastern time. Yeah. How's that?
Yeah, that's cool, but I was gonna say...
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, because I was... No.
11:30.
No, 9:30.
We're back on the afternoon.
No, 9:30.
Okay.
Because I was gonna say that this was the perfect time for people that haven't subscribed or ring the bell to do it.
Oh, yeah, please.
Yeah,
because everyone's gonna forget. Live. I'm saying 9:30, but don't trust yourselves.
Maybe we're gonna be here
Ring the bell. That's actually
Ring the bell.
The bell.
Ring the bell.
Okay, we
That's
need
how
to stop.
Greta says, ring the bell.
Honey, could you ring the bell?
That was good.
She's great. She's really good.
I know Greta has already rang the bell. So.
I like her. I love her.
So thank you, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow.